it come up here, but
They'd be
that
sideways.
yeah, comments will come.
Got a thing on the back of it?
Yeah, but that's not gonna make any difference. If this
Okay.
keeps popping up and the comments are gonna, you gotta turn it up in order to read the comments. Same as the other phone. And maybe that'll go off eventually. I don't know.
Yeah, let's see. So can you read the comments from on your side?
I can probably be able to read it.
Okay. Well, I can't read them from here.
Dark screen.
Yeah, you don't lighten it up. That's the brightest it can get?
Yeah, that's the browser will get.
Okay. What that say?
Y'all son, it's upside down.
Okay. Okay. Write them names down. Right. Okay. Shabbat Shalom. Can y'all hear me, brothers and sisters? I've been having a problem this morning with this thing. Got the volume up.
Yeah.
Shabbat Shalom, brothers and sisters. Can y'all hear me? Write down all them names. I need y'all to I need to write down all the names of the people that's keeping the commandments, because I guess I'm trying to do something today. Yeah, write down all these names. All the ones that keep the commandments, put let me know if y'all keep the commandments. Put yes or no, because I'm trying to do something today. Because I can't, this is a cell phone and I can't hardly see. Well, a laptop tripping this morning. Let's see. All the brothers keeping the commandments. Okay, all the brothers and sisters, give me your name up here, and I got something I'm doing today. All the brothers and sisters keeping the 10 Commandments, put y'all, name up here. Okay. Now here, okay, I'm finna go and get started because I'm behind time. And I just put them on there as I go. Okay, but okay, you got Miss Rob One Love. You get her name? You got Florence.
Yeah.
Okay. So all the people that keep the 10 Commandments, I need y'all on here because I'm finna do something today. And I ain't even play my song. Let me go and play my song.
Yahweh Elohim, man, for his mercy and for forever, you understand? It's all about seeking his face, you dig? No doubt. It's all seeking his face, you dig? Listen. I won't be envious against the wicked because I serve Yah. You can boast about your money while I boast about my Yah. Elohim is king, I'm forever bow down at his goodness. If Christ is the truth, then tell me why my people want the curses. My people praying to the same God of their enemy. Just cause we don't hang on trees don't mean that they a friend of me. Walking in integrity, praying to my heavenly. If you wanna make it different, I got the recipe. Keep on the laws of Yahweh Elohim. If you ain't about this righteousness, you can ride my team. I'm a lone reinvent, making the difference between clean and the unclean. Yeah, I gotta do my thing. I can't hang no fools around me. Now I'm tired. Told me that fools will get killed. Every hill told me that. Must control your spirit. It's right here. Told me that. No other God. Elisha told me that. Blesses the man who puts all his trust in Yahweh Elohim. Curses the man who is evil. I can't stand the wicked man. Serving Yahweh is my joy. My unto all my father. Surely he's going to the school of crooked grace and I better. It's a very serious.
Okay, go on, cut. I didn't know that. Shalom, 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 brothers and sisters all over the world. I'm Yahudah ben Israel. I'm a Hebrew servant of the Most High Yah. And I want to give all glory, worship, and praise to Yahweh by saying, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Now, today's top, I'm make sure you got all them names down before I get started. Any name that's on there that you ain't got. Okay. Today I'm going to talk about Yahweh say, touch not my anointing and do my prophets no harm. Now we're going to read about that today. And but I have a difficulty with the laptop today. The phone is sideways because I can't stand it up as it's gonna fall, so I'm y'all gonna have to bear with me today, but as long as you can hear what I'm saying, so that's all that matters. So I wanna first let you know why the people hate me. That's what I want to do right now. I'm gonna start off with show y'all in the book why they hate me so much. Okay, let's go. Hold on, let me see what I want to do first. Oh no, let's go to Ecclesiastes 9 and 16. First of all, I want to show you they ain't gonna listen to me. Ecclesiastes 9 and 16. Ecclesiastes 9 and 16. Just dealing with me, y'all.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 16. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength.
Wisdom is better than strength, y'all.
Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised.
I'm a poor man and my wisdom is despised. These people don't want to hear what I got to say because I ain't got no money.
And his words are not heard.
My words ain't heard. Let me show y'all. My words is not heard and I'm despised. Now let's see. Let's go to let's see. Let's see. Oh boy, let me see. Let's go to Proverbs 24. Okay, go to Proverbs 24 and 7.
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 7. Wisdom is too high for a fool.
So wisdom is too high for a fool.
He opened not his mouth in the gate.
And he don't open his mouth in the gate. Okay, wisdom too high for a fool. Let's go to Psalms 120. Psalms 120. Showing y'all why they hate me. 120 and start at the 120. Let me see. Go to the 7th verse.
Psalms chapter 120, verse 7. I am for peace, but when I speak, they are for war.
They are for war. Meaning when I'm coming in peace and trying to tell them about Yahweh, they get mad and want to fight, get upset. When I come in peace and they want war because I'm telling the truth. They get mad at me because I'm telling the truth. Now go to Jeremiah 5 and 14. This is the reason why they get mad. Jeremiah 5 and 14. Jeremiah 5 and 14.
Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 14. Wherefore thus saith Yahweh Elohim of hosts,
Yahweh talking.
because ye speak this word.
Because I speak Yahweh words.
Behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire.
Yahweh make his words in my mouth fire. They mean they can't stand it. They hate me. Read.
And this people would.
And the people would.
And it shall devour them.
And it shall burn them up. The truth hurts, y'all. When you tell the truth, people gonna hate you and be mad at you. Because I'm popping corn and telling the truth. Now go to Amos. When you telling the truth and popping corn, the people gonna hate you. The book said it. I didn't tell it to you, I showed it to you. Now let's go to Amos. Oh, let me get it. Amos chapter 5, verse 10. Amos 5 and 10.
Amos chapter 5, verse 10. They hate him that rebuke it in the gate.
They hate me. When I rebuke them in the gate, they hate me. Tell them the truth, and they disapprove. They don't want to hear it.
And they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
These people hate me because I speak uprightly. Okay, what is uprightly? Show them what uprightly is. When you speak uprightly, people gonna hate you.
Upright, standing or pointing straight up.
Standing, pointing straight up, read.
Erect, honest and just.
Honest and just. When you telling the truth and speaking honest and just, these people gonna hate you. Now, go to Psalm 7:7. Now we're gonna see who's speaking upright. When you talk like me, these people gonna hate you. Cause I ain't sugarcoating it. I ain't giving in to none of that. Go to Psalm 7 and 10.
Psalms chapter 7, verse 10. My defense is of Elohim.
My defense is Elohim,
which saveth the upright in heart.
Yahweh say the upright in heart. Yahweh gonna save me because I'm upright in heart. Okay, now go to Psalms 25. and 8.
Psalms chapter 25, verse 8. Good and upright is Yahweh.
Good, he upright.
Therefore will he teach sinners in the way.
He gonna teach the sinners the way. He taught me the way. Now go to 32. 32, let me see. 32 and 11.
Psalms chapter 32, verse 11. Be Yahweh.
Be glad to serve Yah.
And rejoice, ye righteous.
That's right.
And shout for joy.
Shout for joy.
All ye that are upright in heart.
Everybody that's upright in heart. I'm talking to my brothers and sisters on here that's upright in heart. Now go to 37. Psalm 37. And let me see. Okay, 18.
Psalms chapter 37, verse 18. Yahweh knoweth the days of the upright.
He know the days of the upright, me and y'all.
And their inheritance shall be forever.
Our inheritance is going to be forever. Why? Because we trusting in Yahweh. Okay, now go to Proverbs. This what he going to do for the upright. Proverbs. Let me see what I want. Proverbs 15. Proverbs 15 and 8.
Proverbs chapter 15, verse 8. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to Yahweh.
It's an abomination, it's a sin to Yahweh.
But the prayer of the upright is his delight.
Yahweh love to hear when an upright man or woman pray to him because he going to answer his prayer. You pray that Almighty kill all your enemies. That's what you do, and he going to answer you. Now read it again.
The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to Yahweh, but the prayer of the upright is his delight.
Yahweh love to hear the upright man and woman pray to him. I pray that Yahweh kill all my enemies. That's what you're supposed to pray. That's right. Get rid of. Now, let's go to Genesis. Now I'm finna deal with the righteous men. Genesis 12. Genesis 12. And start the first verse.
Genesis chapter 12, verse 1. Yahweh has said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee.
Yahweh told Abraham this.
And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great.
He gonna bless Abraham and make his name great.
And thou shalt be a blessing.
Abraham is a blessing. So when you follow Abraham, you got a blessing coming.
And I will bless them that bless thee,
Everybody that bless Abraham gonna get blessed.
and curse him that curseth thee.
And everybody that cursed Abraham gonna get their head knocked off. And believe me, us today, we are part of Abraham's seed. So all you rich folks in black and white, you better find you an Israelite and be blessed. If you want to be blessed, you better get one of them Israelites on that paper. Now read.
And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed.
And through Abraham, not nobody in the New Testament, not nobody in the Quran, not nobody in no another book, through Abraham, all the earth gonna be blessed. Now read it again. Read that 3 again.
And I will bless them that bless thee,
I'm gonna bless everybody that blessed Abraham.
and curse him that curseth thee.
And everybody that cursed Abraham gonna get their head knocked off.
And in thee shall all families of the earth be
And
blessed.
in Abraham, all the families of the earth gonna be blessed, not through nobody else. Read.
So Abram departed, as Yahweh had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him. And Abram was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran.
When he came to Abraham, Abraham was 75 years old when the Most High Yah came to him. Now let's go to 20. So all them people that name wrote down on that paper, listen, we're gonna talk about it. Genesis 20. Start at Genesis 20. Let me show you what the Almighty did for Abraham. 20 and 1.
Genesis chapter 20, verse 1. And Abraham journeyed from thence toward the south country, and dwelled between Kadesh and Shur, and sojourned in Gerar. And Abraham said of his wife, She is my sister. And Abimelech king of Gerar sent and took Sarah.
Abimelech took Abraham's wife from her, which is Sarah. Now watch the plan, y'all.
And Elohim came to Abimelech in a dream by night.
Now, Yahweh came to Abimelech in a dream by night. Watch this, y'all.
And said to him, Behold, thou art but a dead man.
Yahweh told this clown, this man, what was it, Abimelech, you are a dead man. Why come he say he a dead man? Because he said, touch not my anointing and do my prophet no harm. Read.
For the woman which thou hast taken, for she is a man's wife.
That's right. Read.
But Abimelech had not come near her.
He took her, but he didn't have sex with her.
And he said, Yahweh, wilt thou slay also a righteous nation? Said he not unto me, She is my sister.
Now he talking about you gonna kill me, and he told me that was his sister. He didn't say that was his wife. Reverse psychology. Read.
And even she herself said, He is my brother.
Oh, I thought it was her brother.
And the integrity of my heart and innocency of my hands have I done this. And Elohim said unto him in a dream, Yea, I know that thou didst this in the integrity of thy heart, for I also withheld thee from sinning against me.
I'm the one stopped you from having sex with her.
Therefore suffer I thee not to touch her.
Yahweh said, I'm the one that suffered you not to touch Abraham's wife.
Now therefore restore the man his wife,
Now give Abraham back his wife.
for he is a prophet.
He's a prophet. This is my prophet. Abraham was a prophet, y'all.
And he shall pray for thee.
Abraham can pray for him, but JC can't pray. James, Peter, Luke, and Paul can't pray for you. Only Abraham can pray for you. Read that 7 again. That's corn, y'all.
Now therefore restore the man his wife,
Give that man back his wife.
for he is a prophet.
Yahweh said Abraham is a prophet.
And he shall pray for thee.
And if he don't pray for you, he gonna get your head knocked off, but he gonna pray for you.
And thou shalt live.
Then you gonna live. Yahweh, boy, listen. Read.
And if thou restore her not,
And if you don't get Abraham back his wife,
know thou that thou shalt surely die,
I'm gonna knock your head off.
thou and all that are thine.
I'm gonna kill everybody. You, your mammy, your pappy, your grandbaby, your granddaughter, all y'all, your great, all of them. Read it again. You gonna kill them all. About Abraham. Read. No, read that again, because I want this to stick in their head. Touch not my anointing, do my prophet no harm. If JC was a prophet of the Most High, he wouldn't have got hung on that cross. If John the Baptist was a prophet, he wouldn't have never got his head chopped off. Now read that again.
Now therefore restore the man his wife, for he is a prophet, and he shall pray for thee, and thou shalt live. And if thou restore her not, know thou that thou shalt surely die, thou and all that are thine.
I'm going to kill everybody that you love. Read.
Therefore Abimelech rose early in the morning and called all his servants
Call all this yes men, Uncle Toms, and then people that's going to agree with him.
and told all these things in their
And he
ears.
told everybody.
And the men were sore afraid.
Because he better do right. Almighty, so I'm going to kill you and everybody you love. Read.
Then Abimelech called Abraham
Abraham! Abraham! He called Abraham.
and said unto him,
And said to him,
What hast thou done unto us?
I ain't did nothing to you, fool.
And what have I offended thee,
You took my wife, fool.
that thou hast brought on me and on my kingdom a great
I
sin?
ain't brought no great sin. You reverse psychology and take my wife from me.
Thou hast done deeds unto me that ought not to be done.
He ain't did nothing to you. Watch this.
And Abimelech said unto Abraham, What sawest thou that thou hast done this thing?
Abraham ain't did nothing to you.
And Abraham said, Because I thought, surely the fear of Elohim is not in this place,
And it wasn't in that place.
and they will slay me for my wife's sake.
And that's the reason why I told you she's my sister, because y'all gonna kill me for her.
And yet indeed she is my sister.
She really is my sister. We got the same father and different mothers.
She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother.
Read.
And she became my wife.
She became his wife.
And it came to pass, when Elohim caused me to wander from my father's house,
When Yahweh came and got me from my father's house,
that I said unto her,
I told my wife,
This is thy kindness which thou shalt show unto me. At every place whither we shall come, say of me, He is my brother.
when we go to New York, Chicago, and St. Louis, and Philadelphia, tell everybody you my sister. Because you looking so good, they going to kill me and take you.
And Abimelech took sheep and oxen and men servants and women servants and gave them unto Abraham.
He gave this to Abraham because he know that Abraham was a prophet and the Most High came to him. See, we are descendants of Abraham. That's mean these rich people, y'all better get up off that money and get some of the poor people some or the Almighty gonna do something to you.
And restored him Sarah his wife.
And he gave him back his wife because he was a prophet of Yah.
And Abimelech said, Behold, my land is before thee.
Look, I'm getting you the red carpet. You can go to New York, you can go to Philadelphia, you go to St. Louis, wherever you want to go.
Dwell where it pleaseth thee.
Wherever you want to dwell at.
And unto Sarah he said, Behold, I have given thy brother 1,000 pieces of silver.
Gave him 1,000 pieces of silver. That's right. All the rich people supposed to be blessing the poor people.
Behold, he is to thee a covering of eyes unto all that are with thee, and with all other. Thus she was reproved. So Abraham prayed unto Elohim, and Elohim healed Abimelech
Abraham prayed to Yahweh and he healed him.
and his wife and his maid servants.
He healed everybody when Abraham prayed because he only hears certain one prayer. He don't hear everybody's prayer.
And they bare children.
And then they start having babies.
For Yahweh had fast closed up all the wombs of the house of Abimelech because of Sarah Abraham's wife.
That's right. He closed up all them coochie and they couldn't have sex because they took Abraham's wife from him. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Go to Genesis. Now, hold on. Go to 26 and let me see. Yeah, 26 and 1.
Genesis chapter 26 verse 1. And there was a famine in the land beside the first famine.
Hold on. Let me show him why. Let me go to 20. Let me show you why Yahweh loved Abraham so much. Go to 26 and 5 right quick.
Genesis chapter 26 verse 5. Because that Abraham obeyed my voice.
This the reason why I love Abraham, because he obeyed my voice.
And kept my charge.
And kept Yahweh charge.
My commandments.
And kept Yahweh commandments.
My statutes.
Read.
And my laws. And Isaac dwelt in.
That's the reason why the Almighty Yahweh loved Abraham. Because he obeyed his voice. He kept his charge, commandments, and statute and laws. That's the reason why Yahweh loved him. And you're going to get your head knocked off today. If you keeping them commandments and somebody do something to you, they might as well kill their mama and their dad and their cousin and everybody else, because Almighty going to do it for them. That's right. Touch not my anointing, do my prophet no harm. You better not bip or bop at the barber shop about Yahweh people. Now go to Genesis 26 and start the first verse.
Genesis chapter 26, verse 1. And there was a famine in the land, beside the first famine that was in the days of Abraham. And Isaac went unto Abimelech, king of the Philistines, unto Gerar. And Yahweh appeared unto him, and said, Go not down into Egypt.
Don't go to Egypt.
Dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of.
Dwell where I tell you to dwell.
Sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and will bless thee. For unto thee and unto thy seed I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I swore to Abraham thy father.
That's right. He was with Abraham, he was with Isaac, and he was with Jacob. And he going to be with you when you obey them commandments. He ain't going to let nothing happen to you. Keep reading.
And I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed.
That's right. Be blessed through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Because the Abraham obeyed my voice.
Because Abraham obeyed Yahweh's voice.
And kept my charge.
And kept Yahweh charge. He didn't read no New Testament. He didn't go no Quran. He didn't read no other book. That's when he was blessed. Because he didn't listen to what Paul said, John said, or Timothy said, or JC said. He listened to what Yahweh said.
My commandments, my statutes, and my laws. And Isaac dwelt in Gerar. And the men of the place asked him of his wife.
Now here we go again, part 2 with the wife.
And he said, She is my sister. For he feared to say, She is my wife, lest, said he, the men of the place should kill me for Rebekah.
Kill me for Rebekah.
Because she was fair to look upon.
Because she was beautiful looking. This fine.
And it came to pass, when he had been there a long time,
Been there a long time,
that Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out at a window and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting with Rebekah his wife. And Abimelech called Isaac and said, Behold, of a surety she is thy wife, and how sayest thou, She is my sister? And Isaac said unto him, Because I said, Lest I die for her. And Abimelech said, What is this thou hast done unto us? One of the people might lightly have lain with thy wife, and thou shouldest have brought guiltiness upon us. And Abimelech charged all his people, saying,
watch them popcorn.
He that touches this man or his wife shall surely be put to death.
He told his own people, anybody that touch this man's wife, I'm going to knock their head off. That's what Abimelech told his people. This is the ops talking, y'all.
Then Isaac sowed in that land, and received in the same year 100-fold.
Blessed him.
And Yahweh blessed him.
Blessed him.
And the man waxed great, and went forth, and grew until he became very great. For he had possession of flocks, and possession of herds, and great store of servants. And the Philistines envied him,
got mad at him.
For all the wells which his father's servants had digged in the days of Abraham his father, the Philistines had stopped them, and filled them with earth. And Abimelech said unto Isaac, Go from us, for thou art much mightier than we.
We're mightier than me.
And Isaac departed thence, and pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar, and dwelt there. And Isaac digged again the wells of water, which they had digged in the days of Abraham his father, for the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham. And he called their names after the names by which his father had called them. And Isaac's servants digged in the valley, and found there a well of springing water. And the herdmen of Gerar did strive with Isaac's herdmen, saying, The water is ours. And he called the name of the well Ezek.
Okay, that's enough for that right quick. Let's go to Genesis 34. Let me see, 34 and 1.
Genesis chapter 34, verse 1. And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land.
See, Jacob had 12 sons, and he had one daughter named Dinah. Now watch what happened to Dinah, y'all.
And when Shechem, the son of Hamor the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took her, and lay with her, and defiled her.
He took her and raped her. Watch this, y'all. He raped, this a virgin he raped.
And his soul clave unto Dinah, the daughter of Jacob.
And he fell in love with her.
And he loved the damsel, and spake kindly unto the damsel. And Shechem spake unto his father Hamor, saying, Get me this damsel to wife.
Now he went to his daddy and said, I want to marry her.
And Jacob heard that he had defiled Dinah his daughter.
Now, how did he defile Dinah's daughter? He had sex with her, and it was he was a Hivite, and he wasn't circumcised. All violations. Read.
Now his sons were with his cattle in the field,
All his son was out in the field.
and Jacob held his peace until they were come.
Until them goons got there. When them goons came, then he told them. Read.
And Hamor the father of Shechem went out unto Jacob to commune with him.
Now the Hivite daddy going to Jacob and talk to him, try to butter it up. Oh man, but they need to, get married and he love and this, that, and other. Read.
And the sons of Jacob came out of the field when they heard it, and the men were grieved, and they were very wroth, because he had wrought folly in Israel in line with Jacob's daughter.
See, it was a sin for an Israelite to go with anybody other than the Israelite. They didn't like this. And plus, they weren't circumcised. The other nations, they weren't circumcised, and we had to be circumcised. So that was another thing. Read.
Which thing ought not to be done.
It was not to be done. The Almighty ain't with no integration.
And Hamor communed with them, saying, The soul of my son Shechem longeth for your daughter. I pray you give her him to wife, and make ye marriages with us, and give your daughters unto us, and take our daughters unto you.
In other words, let's integrate.
And ye shall dwell with us, and the land shall be before you. Dwell and trade ye therein, and get you possessions therein. And Shechem said unto her father and unto her brethren, Let me find grace in your eyes, and what ye shall say unto me I will give. Ask me never so much dowry and gift, and I will give according as ye shall say unto me.
Whatever you want them to give to you. You want a Rolls Royce, a Bentley, a Maserati, I got all that.
But give me the damsel to wife.
Whatever you want, I'm going to give to you.
And the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor his father deceitfully, and said, Because he had defiled Dinah their sister. And they said unto them, We cannot do this thing, to give our sister to one that is uncircumcised.
See, that was a sin and a violation. Again, they said that, but they using reverse psychology, boy. They finna pop it. They say, look, man, we can't give our sister to you. You ain't even circumcised. Now watch this, y'all.
For that were reproach unto us.
That's a reproaching to us.
But in this will we consent unto you, if ye will be as we be, that every male of you be circumcised.
Now, if your whole city, all the Hivites get circumcised, now this the plan. All y'all got to get circumcised if you want my sister.
Then will we give our daughters unto you.
Then we gonna give our daughters to you, but you got to get circumcised first.
And we will take your daughters to us.
Then we gonna have sex with your daughters.
And we will dwell with you.
Then we gonna be as a family. We're gonna dwell together.
And we will become one people.
We all gonna be under one umbrella.
But if ye will not hearken unto us to be circumcised,
but if y'all don't get circumcised,
then will we take our daughter, and we will be gone.
Then we gonna give you 86. We gonna be gone. Take your daughters. We finna get real little.
And their words pleased Hamor.
They loved that, but that's reverse psychology, boy. They finna play a major game. Read.
And Shechem, Hamor's son.
They loved it what they said, but this is a master plan. Watch what the lick go down. Read.
And the young man deferred not to do the thing, because he had delight in Jacob's daughter, and he was more honorable than all the house of his father. And Hamor and Shechem his son came unto the gate of their city, and communed with the men of their city, saying, These men are peaceable with us.
These men 100.
Therefore let them dwell in the land.
Let them kick it with us, man. Come on, we gonna all get together.
And trade therein.
Trade.
For the land, behold, it is large enough for them.
It's enough land for them and us.
Let us take their daughters to us for wives.
Let us marry the Israelite daughters, and they marry the Hivite daughters.
And let us give them our daughters. Only herein will the men consent unto us for to dwell with us, to be one people. if every male among us be circumcised as they are circumcised,
Everybody got to be circumcised just like the Israelites.
shall not their cattle and their substance and every beast of theirs be ours?
That's right.
Only let us consent unto them, and they will dwell with us.
We all going to have one understanding. Everybody got to be circumcised. That's the plan and that's the lick.
And unto Hamor, unto Shechem his son, hearken all that went out of the gate of his city, and every male was circumcised.
Now, every male of the Hivites got circumcised.
All that went out of the gate of his city.
All of them. So that means they was real sold. Now, watch this, y'all.
And it came to pass on the third day.
On the third day, after everybody had got circumcised,
when they were sore, that two of the sons of Jacob, Simeon and Levi,
them goons, he didn't have but two of them, Simeon and Levi,
Dinah's brethren,
that was her brother,
took each man his sword.
They had a sword in their hand.
And came upon the city boldly.
They came boldly, just two goons. Ain't no telling how many the ops were. It might have been 700,000-800,000 of them, but they didn't care.
And slew all the males.
And killed all of them.
And they slew Hamor and Shechem his son with the edge of the sword.
Slew all the men, the daddy, the brothers, all of them.
And took Dinah out of Shechem's house.
And took their sister back out the man's house.
And went out. The sons of Jacob came upon the slain and spoiled the city.
They took the city over and spoiled them.
Because they had defiled their sister.
What verse you at?
28.
Okay, because read. Because they took their sheep and their oxen and their ass. You read that?
No.
Okay.
They took their sheep and their oxen and their asses and that which was in the city.
Took all their goods.
And that which was in the field.
Took everything. After they killed everybody, took everything now. Now watch what the Almighty do when they went and killed all these people and took their sheep and stuff because they raped their daughter and was uncircumcised. Read, watch this.
And all their wealth and all their little ones and their wives took they captive and spoiled even all that was in the house.
Took everything, but they killed all the men.
And Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, ye have troubled me to make me to stink among the inhabitants of the land.
You have troubled me. Now I'm worried and scared because these people, the other nation hear about this, they might want to get down on me.
Among the Canaanites and the Perizzites.
See, when the Canaanites and Perizzites hear this, they want to kill me.
And I being few in number.
Ain't number 12 or 13 of us.
They shall gather themselves together against me.
All the other nations, the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, the Jebusites, they going to gather against me.
And slay me.
And
I shall be destroyed.
And I'm going to be destroyed. That's what Jacob telling his two sons that went and kill everybody.
I and my house.
Going to kill everybody in my house. Now watch this though.
And they said, should he deal with our sister as with an harlot?
Should he take our sister and rape her like a harlot? That's right. Them two brothers, they was goon. They wasn't scared. That's when they did it. Read.
Genesis chapter 35, verse 1. And Elohim said unto Jacob, arise, go up to Bethel, and dwell there, and make there an altar unto Elohim, that appeared unto thee when thou fleddest from the face of Esau thy brother.
Now this is what Yahweh told Jacob to do.
Then Jacob said unto his household, and to all that were with him, put away the strange gods that are among you, and be clean, and change your garments, and let us arise and go up to Bethel, and I will make there an altar unto Elohim, who answered me in the day of my distress, and was with me in the way which I went.
And he's going to be with you again.
And they gave unto Jacob all the strange gods which were in their hand, and all their earrings which were in their ears.
All the strange gods, he buried them.
And Jacob hid them under the oak which was by Shechem. And they journeyed, and the terror of Elohim was upon the cities that were round about them, and they did not pursue after the sons of Jacob.
Now you see how Yahweh protected him? After what they did, the Almighty say, touch not my anointed to do my prophet no harm. That's right. The Almighty, read that again.
And they journeyed.
They journeyed, meaning they was walking to another city.
And the terror of Elohim was upon the cities that were round about them.
All the Canaanites, the Hivites, the Jebusites, Almighty was terrorizing them. Because they weren't finna mess with Jacob. But look up terror. See what terror, what Almighty was doing to him. Terror. Terror, T-E-R-R. T-E-R-R.
Terror, great fear.
Great fear.
A person or thing that causes great fear.
Yahweh had them scared to death. Great terror. Now read that again, fear.
And they journeyed, and the terror of Elohim was upon the cities that were round about them, and they did not pursue after the sons of Jacob.
And they did not mess with Jacob and his son. Did not.
So Jacob came to Luz, which is in the land of Canaan.
That's all I needed. So I'm letting you know that the Almighty ain't finna let nothing happen to his righteous people. Not nothing. Okay, go to 35. Or did we just read that? Let me see. No, that was 35 one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let me go to let's go to Exodus. So he could take the Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Let's go to Exodus. See what he did in Exodus. Exodus. Let's see. Exodus 4 and 1.
Exodus chapter 4, verse 1. And Moses answered and said, But behold, they will not believe me,
They ain't gonna. Moses said, "They ain't gonna believe me like they don't believe me today.
nor hearken unto my voice.
They ain't gonna listen to me just like they listen to Moses.
For they will say, Yahweh have not appeared unto thee.
They gonna tell me Yahweh ain't showed you nothing."
And Yahweh said unto him, What is that in thy hand? And he said, A rod. And he said, Cast it on the ground.
Yahweh told Moses to cast it on the ground.
And he cast it on the ground, and it became a serpent.
Became a snake.
And Moses fled from before it.
He got away from it.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, Put forth thy hand and take it by the tail. And he put forth his hand and caught it, and it became a rod in his hand.
That's right. He threw the stick down. It became a snake, and the Almighty said, "Pick it up. It's gonna come a rod again." Read.
That they may believe that Yahweh Elohim of their fathers, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Isaac, and the Elohim of Jacob, hath appeared unto thee.
We just read about that.
And Yahweh said furthermore unto him,
He said, "Furthermore, after this, they gonna believe this.
Put now thy hand into thy bosom."
Put your hand in your bosom."
And he put his hand into his bosom, and when he took it out,
And when he took his hand out of his bosom,
behold, his hand was leprous as snow.
his hand was white as snow. That means he was a black man. He was black as tar. But when he put his hand in the bosom, he pulled out a snow white reed.
And he said, Put thy hand into thy bosom again.
Put your hand back in your bosom again.
And he put his hand into his bosom again, and plucked it out of his bosom. And behold, it was turned again as his other flesh.
Then it was back black.
And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe thee, neither hearken to the voice of the first sign.
Now the first sign was the rod that he threw on the ground and turned to a snake.
That they will believe the voice of the latter sign.
They gonna believe when you put your hand in your bosom, it's black, and then when you pull it out, it's white. Then you put it back, and then you pull it back, and it's black again. It went from white to black, back to black. You gonna believe that?
And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe also these two signs, neither hearken unto thy voice, that thou shalt take of the water of the river, and pour it upon the dry land, and the water which thou takest out of the river shall become blood upon the dry land.
Now, if they don't believe them first two, when that water turned to blood.
And Moses said unto Yahweh, O my Yahweh, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant. but I am slow of speech.
Moses say he telling Yahweh, I'm slow of speech. I stutter. When I talk like slop. I got a stuttering voice. Read.
And of a slow tongue. And Yahweh said unto him,
Yahweh told Moses,
who hath made man's mouth,
who you think made everybody's mouth? He made my mouth and everybody on his mouth.
or who maketh the dumb,
If you dumb as a box of rocks, my Almighty Yahweh said, I done that too.
or deaf,
You deaf, you can't hear, I done that.
or the seeing,
Who you think made Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles can't see? Yahweh.
or the blind?
Of the blind, that's right.
Have not I Yahweh?
Yahweh said, I do it all.
Now therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth,
Go, Moses, I'm going to be with your mouth. He with my mouth today.
and teach thee what thou shalt say.
And he been teaching me since 1991 what to say. I've been popping corn.
And he said, O my Yahweh, send, I pray thee, by the hand of him whom thou wilt send. And the anger of Yahweh was kindled against Moses.
Was kindled against Moses.
And he said, is not Aaron the Levite thy brother?
Is not Aaron the Levite your brother?
I know that he can speak well.
I know he can pop corn.
And also, behold, he cometh forth to meet thee.
He coming to meet you. I know Aaron can speak like a Philadelphia lawyer. He can pop it.
And when he seeth thee, he will be glad in his heart.
He going to be glad he seen his brother.
And thou shalt speak unto him, and put words in his mouth.
Put words in Aaron's mouth.
And I will be with thy mouth.
Yahweh said, I'm going to be with that mouth.
And with his mouth.
And with his mouth. I'm going to be with Moses' mouth, and I'm going to be with Aaron's mouth.
And will teach you what ye shall do.
And Yahweh going to teach you what to do and what to say. All you got to do is obey the instructions of Yahweh. Don't listen to nobody but Yah.
And he shall be thy spokesman unto the people.
That's right. He going to be a lawyer, Philadelphia lawyer, spokesman to the people.
And he shall be, even he shall be to thee instead of a mouth, and thou shalt be to him instead of Elohim.
That's right. Read.
And thou shalt take his rod in thy hand, wherewith thou shalt do signs. And Moses went and returned to Jethro his father-in-law, and said unto him, let me go, I pray thee, and return unto my brethren which are in Egypt.
Let me go back to Egypt, because I had ran from there because I killed the man back then, and everybody was looking for me to slay me. But watch this, y'all.
And see whether they be yet alive.
And see if they're alive. Everybody had a want for me. Everybody was looking for me, trying to do something to me because I killed the Egyptian by my brothers.
And Jethro said to Moses, go in peace.
Go in peace.
And Yahweh said unto Moses in Midian.
And Yahweh said to Moses, now watch what Yahweh told Moses.
Go, return into Egypt.
Go back to Egypt.
For all the men are dead which sought thy life.
Everybody that was looking for Moses, the Almighty knocked their head off, killed them all, because he was a prophet. He was the Almighty right-hand man. Read it again.
And Yahweh said unto Moses in Midian, go, return into Egypt, for all the men are dead which sought thy life.
Everybody that was looking for you, I killed them all. That's what Yahweh told Moses. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Now go to Exodus 7. Uh, 7 and 1.
Exodus chapter 7, verse 1. And Yahweh said unto Moses, see, I have made thee a god to Pharaoh.
He told Moses, Yahweh say, Moses, I made you a god in the Pharaoh.
And Aaron thy brother shall be thy prophet.
And Aaron thy brother gonna be your prophet.
Thou shalt speak all that I command thee, and Aaron thy brother shall speak unto Pharaoh, that he send the children of Israel out of his land. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart.
Yahweh said, I'm gonna harden his heart.
And multiply my signs. And
that's when I'm gonna get a chance to multiply my signs. I'm gonna harden Trump heart, and he gonna show you some signs.
And land. But Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you.
Pharaoh ain't gonna listen to you.
That I may lay my hand upon Egypt.
I'm gonna break it off in Egypt.
And bring forth my armies.
I'm gonna bring forth my army. Now who is his armies? Them lice, them flies, them frogs, and them animals. Them his armies. Yahweh used his army. Read.
And my people, the children of Israel, out of the land of Egypt by great judgments. And the Egyptians shall know that I am Yahweh when I stretch forth my hand upon Egypt
They gonna know that Yahweh the only one can do it. Can't nobody do this but Yah.
and bring out the children of Israel from among them.
That's right.
And Moses and Aaron did as Yahweh commanded them, so did they. And Moses was 80 years old, and Aaron 83 years old, when they spake unto Pharaoh.
Moses was 80 years old and Aaron was 83 years old.
And Yahweh spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, When Pharaoh shall speak unto you, saying, Show a miracle for you, then thou shalt say unto Aaron, Take thy rod and cast it before Pharaoh, and it shall become a serpent. And Moses and Aaron went in unto Pharaoh, and they did so as Yahweh had commanded. And Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it became a serpent.
It became a snake. Read.
Then Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, now the magicians of Egypt. They also did in like manner with their enchantments, for they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents. But Aaron's rod swallowed up their rods.
That's right.
And he hardened Pharaoh's heart, that he hearkened not unto them, as Yahweh had said. And Yahweh said unto Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hardened, he refused to let the people go.
Because Yahweh one did it.
Get thee unto Pharaoh in the morning.
Go back to Pharaoh in the morning.
Lo, he goeth out unto the water, and thou shalt stand by the river's brink against he come, and the rod which was turned into a serpent shalt thou take in thy hand, and thou shalt say unto him,
This what you tell Pharaoh.
Yahweh Elohim of the Hebrews have sent me unto thee.
Yahweh said, I'm the God of the Hebrews. I'm not the God of the Christians. I'm not the God of the Muslims. I'm not the God of the world. I'm not the God of these other people. I'm on the God of the Hebrews. Read.
Saying, Let my people go.
Let my people go,
That they may serve me in the
that
wilderness.
they may serve me. Read.
And behold, hitherto thou wouldest not hear.
They ain't studying them.
Thus saith Yahweh, and this thou shalt know that I am Yahweh.
You're going to know that I'm Yahweh.
Behold, I will smite with the rod that is in my hand upon the waters which are in the river, and they shall be turned to blood. And the fish that is in the river shall die, and the river shall stink, and the Egyptians shall load to.
That's all I need. But I just want you to know that Almighty, was protecting Aaron and Moses, making sure. Okay, let's go to Numbers. Numbers 12. Start Numbers 12 and 1.
Numbers chapter 12, verse 1.
Now Miriam is Moses' sister.
And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom
Moses had married an Ethiopian woman. She was jet black like him, but she was an Ethiopian. She wasn't no Israelite. And they got mad at Moses for marrying the Ethiopian, talking about what you doing with that Ethiopian one? You supposed to be with the Israelite one. Who out the band? Now watch what the Most High Yah say. Read.
for he had married an Ethiopian woman, and they said, Hath Yahweh indeed spoken only by Moses?
Have Yahweh the only one spoken by you? That means he trying to say Almighty love them just like he loved Moses. That's a lie. He loved Moses way more than he loved them. Watch this.
Hath he not spoken also by us?
He talked to us just like he do the same thing. No, that's a lie. Now watch, he just told a lie. Now watch it. I'm gonna show you.
And Yahweh heard it.
Yahweh heard her. Talking about he loved you just as much as he loved me. No, he don't. He loved Moses more than anybody on earth. Read.
Now the man Moses was very meek,
He was very meek and humble.
above all the men which were upon the face of the earth.
Above all the men that was on the face of the earth, he was the meekest man in the world. Read.
And Yahweh spake suddenly unto Moses,
He spake suddenly to Moses when he heard Miriam say this stuff out of her mouth.
and unto Aaron,
And unto Aaron,
and unto Miriam,
he told all three of them, come out.
Come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation.
Come out, you three, into the tabernacle of the congregation. Now watch what Yahweh tell them.
And they three came out.
And they three came out.
And Yahweh came down in the pillar of the cloud.
Yahweh came down in the pillar of the cloud.
And stood in the door of the tabernacle.
And he stood right there in the door of the tabernacle.
And called Aaron and Miriam.
Aaron, Miriam.
And they both came forth.
And they both came forth.
And he said, hear now my words.
Hear my words now. Yahweh talking. Say, you hear my words.
If there be a prophet among you.
If there be any prophet among you.
I, Yahweh, will make myself known unto him in a vision.
I come to them other prophets in a vision.
And will speak unto him in a dream.
And I speak to some other prophets in a dream.
My servant Moses is not so.
My servant Moses ain't like nobody else. He one out of a billion. He ain't like everybody else.
Who is faithful in all my house.
Yahweh say Moses is faithful in all my house.
With him will I speak mouth to mouth.
I'm going to talk to Moses mouth to mouth. Like I'm talking to y'all mouth to mouth.
Even apparently. And not in dark speeches.
And not in no dark speeches.
And the similitude of Yahweh shall he behold. Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses?
Why was you not scared to speak against my servant Moses? You better be scared to speak against them prophets, because the Almighty will knock your head off. Read.
And the anger of Yahweh was kindled against them.
And he was mad at Miriam and Aaron. This is Moses' sister, y'all. Now watch what he do to Moses' sister for running her alligator mouth.
And he departed.
And when Yahweh departed,
and the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow.
He turned her white as snow. She was jet black, and he turned her white as snow. Why? Because she had something to say about Moses marrying that Ethiopian woman, man. You can't talk to the prophets no any kind of way. Almighty will knock your head off. Keep reading.
And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous.
She was leprous.
And Aaron said unto Moses, alas, my master, I beseech thee.
No, did you read that 10?
Yeah.
Read it 10 again, because I didn't hear it.
And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow.
She came white as snow.
And Aaron looked upon Miriam.
And when Aaron seen his sister Miriam white as snow,
and behold, she was leprous.
Oh, she white.
And Aaron said unto Moses, alas, my master, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us.
Don't lay the sin upon me.
Wherein we have done foolishly.
We have done foolishly by saying something about Moses.
And wherein we have sinned.
You sin with that mouth by talking too much, telling me what you doing with an Ethiopian woman. If the Almighty ain't mad, what you got to be mad for? Read.
Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb. And Moses cried unto Yahweh.
Now Moses had to cry to Yahweh,
saying, heal her now.
Turn her back black.
O Elohim,
I beg thee, Yah.
I beseech thee. And Yahweh said unto Moses, if her father had but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days?
7 days?
Let her be shut out from the camp 7 days.
Let her be shut out the camp for 7 days. That's her punishment.
And after that, let her be received in again.
After that, she going to become black and she going to be received again.
And Miriam was shut out from the camp 7 days.
She was out for 7 days.
And the people journeyed not till Miriam was brought in again.
They didn't move until she got back.
And afterward the people removed from Hazeroth and pitched in the wilderness of Paran.
That's what I'm talking about. Touch not my anointing, do my prophet no harm. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go to Deuteronomy. (13:1). Deuteronomy 13:1.
Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 1. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, Let us go after other gods,
Let us go to the New Testament or another book. Let this, if the prophet say this,
which thou hast not known,
which we didn't know nothing about Christianity, Islam, and atheists and all this junk they do.
and let us serve them.
If they come to you and say, let us go and be a Christian and serve them,
Thou shalt not hearken to the words of that prophet,
do not listen to T.D. Jason, Creflo Dollar, and all them.
or that dreamer of dreams.
Or Martin Luther King, because he's the dreamer of dreams.
For Yahweh your Elohim proveth
He
you
proving you.
to know whether ye love Yahweh your Elohim with all your heart and with all your soul.
And when you love Yahweh with all your heart and all your soul, you're going to do this.
Ye shall walk after Yahweh your Elohim and fear him
Fear him.
and keep his commandments.
Because do any Christian keep his commandments? Hell no. Do any Muslim keep his commandments? Hell no. Do any the wicked don't keep his commandments?
And obey his voice.
You got to obey, fear Yahweh, keep his commandments, obey his voice, and serve him and cleave unto him. Read.
And ye shall serve him
You should serve Yahweh and not no other God.
and cleave unto him.
Cleave to Yahweh, get next to him.
And that prophet or that dreamer of dreams
And these other people, these other impostor prophets, lying,
shall be put to death,
shall be put to death. Almighty gonna knock their head off.
because he has spoken to turn you away from Yahweh your Elohim,
Because he has spoken to turn you away from the truth and to a lie. I want you to go to church and be baptized and wear a cross and believe in somebody else. A lie.
which brought you out of the land of Egypt,
Yahweh was the one brought us out of the land of Egypt
and redeemed you out of the house of
and
bondage,
delivered you out of slavery.
to thrust thee out of the way which Yahweh thy Elohim commanded thee to walk in. So shalt thou put the evil away from the midst of thee.
That's right.
If thy brother,
If your own brother,
the son of thy mother,
the son of your mother,
or thy daughter, or thy son,
or your own son,
or thy daughter,
or your own daughter,
or the wife of thy bosom,
of the wife of your bosom,
or thy friend,
your own friend,
which is as thy own soul, entice thee secretly,
if they entice these secretly, whispering to you, talking about let's go serve somebody else, God.
saying, Let us go and serve other gods,
Let us go serve any God other than Yahweh,
which thou hast not known,
which we didn't know nothing about. Abraham didn't know about it. Isaac didn't know about it. Abraham didn't know about it. Noah didn't know nothing about it. Daniel didn't know nothing about it. Yahweh didn't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it. So how y'all in the hell know about it? Read.
thou nor thy fathers, namely of the gods of the people which are round about you,
If they tell you let's go serve somebody else, God, the Gentile God, the Chinese, the Puerto Rican, the Mexican, anybody else, God other than Yahweh,
nigh unto thee, or far off from thee,
if they right around the corner, they far away, don't make no difference.
from the one end of the earth even unto the other end of
If
the
they
earth,
go from one side of the world to the other side of the world, talking about let's go serve another God,
thou shalt not consent unto him,
don't listen to him, don't agree with him, don't do what they do.
nor hearken unto him.
Do not listen. When somebody trying to tell you or turn you against Yahweh, don't listen.
Neither shalt thine eye pity him,
Don't have no pity on him.
neither shalt thou spare, neither shalt thou conceal him,
That's right.
but thou shalt surely kill him.
Yahweh say surely kill him because he trying to turn you against me.
Thy hand shall be first upon him to put him to death, and afterwards the hand of all the people. And thou shalt stone him with stones, that he die,
That's right. Watch this.
because he hath sought to thrust thee away from Yahweh thy Elohim.
He have trying to turn you away from Yah. That's when my heart is fixed. I'm not listening to nobody. I know Yahweh, and I know what he want me to do. Keep them commandment, laws, and statutes, precept, and judgment. And don't listen to nobody but Moses, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Isaiah, Noah, Meshach, Shadrach, Abednego, Daniel. That's what I'm gonna listen to. I ain't listen to these clowns on the street. They can't show me nothing, but they want to talk. Keep reading.
which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage.
That's all I need. Okay, that was Deuteronomy. Let me see. Yes, let me read something. Joshua. Go to Joshua 10 right quick. Show you what he did for Joshua. Started 10 and 12.
Joshua chapter 10, verse 12. Then spake Joshua to Yahweh in the day when Yahweh delivered up the Amorites before the children of Israel. And he said in the sight of Israel, Son, stand thou still upon Gibeon, and thou, moon, in the valley of Ajalon. And the sun stood still, and the moon stayed, until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies. Is not this written in the book of Jasher? So the sun stood still in the midst of heaven, and hasted not to go down about a whole day. And there was no day like that before or after it, that Yahweh hearkened unto the voice of a man. For Yahweh fought for Israel.
That's right. He fought for Israel. There you go. Okay, let's go to Judges. Judges. Let me see. Judges 6. Yeah, Judges chapter 6. Start the first verse.
Judges chapter 6, verse 1. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of Yahweh, and Yahweh delivered them into the hand of Midian 7 years.
That's when we stay in captivity because we disobey the Most High.
And the hand of Midian prevailed against Israel, and because of the Midianites, the children of Israel made them the dens which are in the mountains, and caves, and strongholds. And so it was, when Israel had sown, that the Midianites came up, and the Amalekites, and the children of the east, even they came up against them. And they encamped against them, and destroyed the increase of the earth, till thou come unto Gaza, and left no sustenance for Israel, neither sheep, nor ox, nor ass. For they came up with their cattle and their tents, and they came as grasshoppers for multitude. For both they and their camels were without number, and they entered into the land to destroy it. And Israel was greatly impoverished because of the Midianites, and the children of Israel cried unto Yahweh.
Just because you're in captivity don't mean the Most High don't hear you.
And it came to pass, when the children of Israel cried unto Yahweh because of the Midianites,
When he cried, when we was in captivity,
that Yahweh sent a prophet unto the children of Israel,
he sent a prophet.
which said unto them, Thus saith Yahweh Elohim of Israel, I brought you up from Egypt, and brought you forth out of the house of bondage, and I deliver you out of the house of the and I deliver you out of the hand of the Egyptians,
That's right. Sent Moses.
and out of the hand of all that oppressed you.
Everybody that broke it off in you and was misusing you, abused Yahweh, and brought you out from that.
And drave them out from before you, and gave you their land. And I said unto you, I am Yahweh your Elohim. Fear not the gods of the Amorites,
Don't be scared of the gods of these other nations.
in whose land ye dwell.
And just because you in a land,
But ye have not obeyed my voice.
but you don't listen to Yahweh. That's right. Let me go to 1 Samuel, started 3 and 1. Let me see. 1 Samuel chapter 3, verse 1. Yeah.
1 Samuel chapter 3, verse 1. And the child Samuel ministered unto Yahweh before Eli, and the word of Yahweh was precious in those days. There was no open vision. And it came to pass at that time, when Eli was laid down in his place, and his eyes began to wax dim, that he could not see. And ere the lamp of Elohim went out in the temple of Yahweh, where the ark of Elohim was, and Samuel was laid down to sleep, that Yahweh called Samuel, and he answered, Here am I. And he ran unto Eli and said, Here am I, for thou calledest me. And he said, I called not, lie down again. And he went and lay down. And Yahweh called yet again Samuel. And Samuel arose and went to Eli and said, Here am I, for thou didst call me. And he answered, I called not, my son, lie down again. Now Samuel did not yet know Yahweh, neither was the word of Yahweh yet revealed unto him. And Yahweh called Samuel again the third time, and he said, and he arose and went to Eli and said, Here am I, for thou didst call me. And Eli perceived that Yahweh had called the child.
That's right. Read it.
Therefore Eli said unto Samuel, Go, lie down, and it shall be, if he call thee, what? If he call thee, that thou shalt say, Speak, Yahweh, for thy servant, for thy servant heareth. So Samuel went and lay down in his place. And Yahweh came and stood and called as at other times, Samuel, Samuel. Then Samuel answered, Speak, for thy servant heareth. And Yahweh said to Samuel, Behold, I will do a thing in Israel, at which both the ears of everyone that heareth it shall tingle.
Tingle.
And that day I will perform against Eli all things which I have spoken concerning his house. When I begin, I will also make an end. For I have told him that I will judge his house forever for the iniquity which he knoweth, because his sons made themselves vile, and he restrained them not.
His son did wrong, and he didn't try to correct them. Just like these people now, your kids bad as hell, and you ain't trying to correct them. Almighty gonna knock your head off.
And therefore I have sworn unto the house of Eli that the iniquity of Eli's house shall not be purged with sacrifice nor offering forever. And Samuel lay until the morning and opened the doors of the house of Yahweh. And Samuel feared to show Eli the vision. Then Eli called Samuel and said, Samuel, my son. And he answered, Here am I. And he said, What is the thing that Yahweh hath said unto thee? I pray thee, hide it not from me. Elohim do so to thee, and more also, if thou hide anything from me, of all the things that he said unto thee. And Samuel told him every whit, and hid nothing from him. And he said, It is Yahweh. Let him do what seemeth him good. And Samuel grew, and Yahweh was with him, and did let none of his words fall to the ground. And all Israel from Dan even to Beersheba knew that Samuel was established to be a prophet of Yahweh.
See, Samuel was a prophet from Yahweh.
And Yahweh appeared again in Shiloh, for Yahweh revealed himself to Samuel in Shiloh by the word of Yahweh.
That's right. He was a prophet. Okay, let's go to see what I'm on. Let's go to 2 Samuel. Start the first verse. 2 Samuel chapter 7.
2 Samuel chapter 7 verse 1. And it came to pass when the king sat in his house, and Yahweh had given him rest round about from all his enemies, that the king said unto Nathan the prophet, See now, I dwell in a house of cedar,
Nathan was a prophet too.
but the ark of Elohim dwelleth within curtains. And Nathan said to the king, Go, do all that is in thy heart, for Yahweh is with thee.
Yahweh with you, King David.
And it came to pass that night that the word of Yahweh came unto Nathan,
Yahweh came to Nathan the prophet, saying,
saying, Go and tell my servant David, Thus saith Yahweh,
Go tell David my servant,
Shalt thou build me a house for me to dwell in? Whereas I have not dwelt in any house since the time that I brought up the children of Israel out of Egypt, even to this day, but have walked in a tent and in a tabernacle.
Yahweh said, I walk in a tent and a tabernacle. I ain't in nobody's church, no whole house. I walk in the tabernacle and a tent. That's what Yahweh said. Read that lick again.
Whereas I have not dwelt in any house since the time that I brought up the children of Israel out of Egypt,
Yahweh said, I ain't dwelt in nobody's houses out left Egypt,
even to this day,
even to this day.
but have walked in a tent and a tabernacle.
But I have walked in tents and tabernacles. Read.
And all the places wherein I have walked with all the children of Israel spake I word with any of the tribes of Israel,
I do walk with the children of Israel.
whom I commanded to feed my people Israel, saying, why build ye not me a house of cedar? Now therefore so shalt thou say unto my servant David, Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, I took thee from the sheepcote,
I took it from the sheeps.
from following the sheep,
You was following the sheep.
to be ruler over my people,
I'm the Yahweh, the one put King David over his people.
over Israel. And I was with thee whithersoever thou wentest,
Yahweh said, I was with King David wherever he went. If he went to Stateville, I was right there with him. I don't care where he went. Read.
and have cut off all thy enemies out of thy sight.
And I have killed all King David's enemies. That's what I'm talking about. Read that again.
And I was with thee whithersoever thou wentest,
And Yahweh gonna be with same thing with me and the rest of y'all brothers and sisters on here that's keeping the commandment. He gonna be with you. Wherever you go, I don't care where you go in the United States, he gonna be with you. Read.
and have cut off all thy enemies out of thy sight,
And I'm gonna kill all your enemies right there in the sight.
and have made thee a great name,
And make king the same thing he did for King David, he gonna do for the children of Israel. Read.
like unto the name of the great men that are in the earth.
There are the great men in the earth. Right now, we in the earth. We talking about, give me that list. Let me read some of the great men in the earth. He talking about Yah's son, Tonio Ben, Enoch Ben Yada, Ron Torah, Flores, Miss Rod One Love, Roy Judah, Ben Yad, and Shabbat Shalom. And I told you, Miss Rod One Love, she on here. And Jewel Gladly, put Jewel Gladly on there. Jewel Gladly. Okay. There's probably some on there, but I can't see from here because is Ron Tour on there?
Yeah.
Okay. But I can see a little bit from here. Okay, it's Uriah Lee on that. Put Uriah Lee on there. Uriah Lee. See right here? You can see better than me. Right here. Uriah Lee. Okay, what was I? 7 and what? Okay.
10.
Okay, read.
Moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Israel, and will plant them, that they may dwell in a place of their own,
Of their own.
and move no more. Neither shall the children of wickedness afflict them any more, as before time, and as since the time that I commanded judges to be over my people Israel, and have caused thee to rest from all thy enemies. Also Yahweh telleth thee that he will make thee an house, and when thy days be fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, I will set up thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. He shall build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever.
Who that's talking about?
What?
Who that's talking about? Who he talking about?
Oh, David?
No, he talking about Solomon.
Oh.
Solomon gonna want to. He talking about Solomon gonna build. Read.
And I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he commit iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men, and with the stripes of the children of men. But my mercy shall not depart away from him, as I took it from Saul, whom I put away before thee. And thy house and thy kingdom shall be established forever before thee. Thy throne shall be established forever. According to all these words, and according to all this vision, so did Nathan speak unto David. Then went King David in and sat before Yahweh, and he said, Who am I, O Yahweh Elohim, and what is my house that thou hast brought me hitherto? And this was yet a small thing in thy sight, O Yahweh Elohim, but thou hast spoken also of thy servant's house for a great while to come. And is this the manner of man, O Yahweh Elohim? And what can David say more unto thee? For thou, Yahweh Elohim, knowest thy servant. For thy word's sake, and according to thine own heart, hast thou done things to make thy servant know them. Wherefore thou art great, O Yahweh Elohim, for there is none like thee,
Ain't nobody like Yah.
neither is there any Elohim beside thee.
Ain't nobody beside our Yahweh.
According to all that we have heard with our ears, and what one nation in the earth is like thy people,
Name me the people that's like the Israelites on earth. Nobody.
even like Israel, whom Elohim went to redeem for a people to himself,
Who redeem means to deliver. He went to deliver us for himself.
and to make him a name, and to do for you great things and terrible.
He gonna do great things in terrible for the nappy-headed Israelites that love him and keep his commandments.
For thy land before thy people, which thou redeemest to thee from Egypt, from the nations and their gods. For thou hast confirmed to thyself thy people Israel to be a people unto thee forever, and thou, Yahweh, art become their Elohim. And now, O Yahweh Elohim, the word that thou hast spoken concerning thy servant and concerning this house, establish it forever, and do as thou hast said, and let thy name be magnified forever, saying, Yahweh of hosts is the Elohim over Israel.
That's right.
And let the house of thy servant David be established before thee. For thou, O Yahweh of hosts, Elohim of Israel, hast revealed to thy servant, saying, I will build thee an house. Therefore hath thy servant found in his heart to pray this prayer unto thee. And now, O Yahweh Elohim, thou art that Elohim, and thy words be true, and thou hast promised this goodness unto thy servant. Therefore now let it please thee to bless the house of thy servant, that it may continue forever before thee. For thou, O Yahweh Elohim, hast spoken it, and with thy blessing let the house of thy servant be blessed forever.
No, he won't. Yeah, but he didn't want King David to do it because David was full of blood and war and stuff. So he wanted King Solomon to do it. But let's go to Deuteronomy. Okay, I got Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 18. Start at the first verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 1. The priests, the Levites, and all the tribe of Levi shall have no part nor inheritance with Israel. They shall eat the offerings of Yahweh made by fire and his inheritance. Therefore shall they have no inheritance among their brethren. Yahweh is their inheritance,
See, the Levite, Yahweh is the Levites' inheritance.
as he hath said unto them. And this shall be the priest's due from the people, from them that offer a sacrifice, whether it be ox or sheep. And they shall give unto the priest the shoulder, and the two cheeks, and the maw. The first fruit also of thy corn, of thy wine, and of thy oil, and the first of the fleece of thy sheep shalt thou give him. For Yahweh thy Elohim have chosen him out of all thy tribes
He chose the Levites out of all the tribes.
to stand to minister in the name of Yahweh, him,
That's right, Reed.
him and his sons forever.
That's right. Minister ever. Man, you supposed to listen to the Levites.
And if a Levite come from any of thy gates out of all Israel, where he sojourn, and come with all the desire of his mind unto the place which Yahweh shall choose, that he shall minister in the name of Yahweh as Elohim,
Then he gonna minister the name of Yahweh. That's right.
as all his brethren the Levites do, which stand there before Yahweh, they shall have light portions to eat, beside that which cometh of the seal of the patrimony. When thou art come into the land which Yahweh the Elohim giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations.
When you come to America and all these other different, they don't do like they do.
There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire,
Pass through the fire, the cremation,
or that useth divination, or an observer of times,
a psychic, a magic, and then shrink all this old stuff. Yeah, psychics and stuff don't do that.
or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer,
That's right. Don't believe in no magic, the psychic and voodoo and witchcraft, all that junk.
or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto Yahweh.
Everybody that believe in psychic, black magic, and voodoo and witchcraft, the Almighty hate that.
And because of these abominations, Yahweh the Elohim do drive them out from before thee.
That's right. He's going to get rid of you.
Thou shalt be perfect with Yahweh the Elohim.
When you don't do this, you become perfect with Yahweh.
For these nations which thou shalt possess hearken unto observers of times,
These other nations do all this junk.
and unto diviners. But as for thee, Yahweh thy Elohim have not suffered thee so to do.
We ain't supposed to be doing it. Read.
Yahweh the Elohim will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee,
From the midst of us,
of thy brethren,
of our brother, mean he going to be a nappy-headed Israelite,
like unto me.
like unto me.
Unto him ye shall hearken,
Then to him you should listen to.
according to all that thou heard desirous of Yahweh thy Elohim in Horeb in the day of the assembly, saying, let me not hear again the voice of Yahweh my Elohim, neither let me see this great fire any more, that I die not. And Yahweh said unto me, they have well spoken that which they have spoken.
That's right. They didn't want to hear the voice of Yahweh no more.
I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren,
He going to raise up a prophet among our brothers, mean he going to be an Israelite.
like unto
He
me,
going to be like unto Moses.
and will put my words in his mouth,
Yahweh going to put his words in that prophet's mouth.
and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
And he going to talk just like Moses did. Keep the laws, commandments, statutes, and precepts, and judgment of Yah.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words which he shall speak in my name,
Whoever don't want to listen to this prophet that the Almighty put words in his mouth,
I will require it of him.
I'm going to require it of him.
But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak,
A prophet that claimed they came from Yahweh, and we're going to read about that in Jeremiah, when a man claimed he came from Yahweh and he got his head knocked off. Read.
or that shall speak in the name of other gods,
And speak in the name of other gods,
even that prophet shall die.
even that prophet going to get his head knocked off.
And if thou say in thy heart, how shall
That's how you know that these people is fake, perpetrating the fraud, and ain't for real. If they ain't coming in the name of Yahweh, they telling you about it, somebody in the New Testament or somebody in another book, you know they fake. Read.
how shall we know the word which Yahweh have not spoken? When a prophet speaketh in the name of Yahweh,
When a prophet speaking in the name of Yahweh,
if the thing follow not,
and if it don't follow not,
nor come to pass,
or don't come to pass,
That is the thing which Yahweh have not spoken,
That is the thing that Yahweh ain't told him nothing.
but the prophet has spoken it presumptuously. Thou shalt not be afraid of him.
Don't be afraid of him. That's right. Now let's go to 30. I think 34. uh, 34 and let's see. What's that? Deuteronomy? Let me see. Start the fourth verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 34, verse 4. And Yahweh said unto him, This is the land which I swore unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, saying, I will give it unto thy seed. I have caused thee to see it with thy eyes, but thou shalt not go over thither.
That's what he told Moses.
So Moses, the servant of Yahweh, died there in the land of Moab, according to the word of Yahweh, and he buried him in a valley in the land of Moab.
I mean, Moses was the only man in the Bible that Almighty buried. That did Yahweh didn't bury nobody else. This is the only man in history in the book that Yahweh buried. He buried Moses and not nobody else.
Over against Beth Peor.
He married against Beth Peor, but he buried him in the land of Moab, over against the land of Beth Peor.
But no man knoweth of his sepulchre unto this day.
Don't nobody know where Moses' bones at right now today. Only Yahweh know, because he the only one buried him. Read.
And Moses was 120 years old when he died.
Moses was 120 when he died.
His eye was not dim.
He was not blind. He could see better than me, because I got glasses on. He could see real good.
Nor his natural force abated.
And they can still having sex. Pipe get hard.
And the children of Israel wept for Moses in the plains of Moab 30 days.
30 days.
So the days of weeping and mourning for Moses were ended. And Joshua the son of Nun was full of the spirit of wisdom.
Was full of the spirit of wisdom. He took over after Moses died.
For Moses had laid his hands upon him.
Moses the only one can lay hands on you. Can't nobody in the New Testament lay no hands on you.
And the children of Israel hearkened unto him.
They listened to him.
And did as Yahweh commanded Moses.
That's right. That's what they supposed to do. Did as Yahweh commanded them.
And there arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses.
Well, none of them like Moses.
Whom Yahweh knew face to face.
Face to face.
And all the signs and the wonders which Yahweh sent him to do in the land of Egypt to Pharaoh and to all his servants and to all his land, and all that mighty hand, and all the great terror which Moses showed in the sight of all Israel.
That's right. He showed them. That's right. He done that. Okay, let me see. See what I want. Same right there. 20. Now let me go to let me see 18 something. Oh yeah, 18. 18 and 1. 2 Samuel 18 and 1. Let's see,
2 Samuel chapter 18 verse 1. And David numbered the people that were with him, and set captains of thousands and captains of hundreds over them. And David sent forth a third part of the people under the hand of Joab, and a third part under the hand of Abishai the son of Zeruiah, Joab's brother, and a third part under the hand of Ittai the Gittite. And the king said unto the people, I will surely go forth with you myself also. But the people answered, Thou shalt not go forth, for if we flee away, they will not care for us, neither if half of us die, will they care for us. But now thou art worth 10,000 of us. Therefore now it is better that thou secure us out of the city. And the king said unto them, What seeming you best I will do.
What verse we at?
4.
Okay, okay, go ahead.
And the king stood by the gate side, and all the people came out by hundreds and by thousands. And the king commanded Joab and Abishai and Ittai, saying, Deal gently for my sake with the young man, even with Absalom.
Say, deal with Absalom mean don't kill him.
And all the people heard when the king gave all the captives charge concerning Absalom. So the people went out into the field against Israel, and the battle was in the wood of Ephraim, where the people of Israel were slain before the servants of David, and there was there a great slaughter that day of 20,000 men.
20,000 men. Now watch what the trees do.
For the battle was there scattered over the face of all the country, and the wood devoured more people that day than the sword devoured.
The Almighty made the trees kill more people than the sword did.
And Absalom met the servants of David, and Absalom rode upon a mule, and the mule went under the thick boughs of a great oak, and his head caught hold of the oak, and he was taken up between the heaven and the earth.
The Almighty made a tree rest down and grabbed King David's son Absalom off the mule and took him up in the air. Read, watch this.
And the mule that was under him went away.
And the mule ran away because the tree got Absalom by the hair.
And a certain man saw it and told Joab and said, Behold, I saw Absalom hanging in an oak. And Joab said unto the man that told him, And behold,
I just want them to know that the Almighty used that tree to grab to grab Absalom, and he had trees killing people more than the sword did back then. Okay, let's go to 2 Samuel 22. Okay, yeah. 22 and 45. 2 Samuel 22 and 45.
2 Samuel chapter 22, verse 45. Strangers shall submit themselves unto thee.
Strangers gonna submit themselves to us and David.
As soon as they hear,
Soon as they hear,
they shall be obedient unto me.
they gonna be obedient to me.
Strangers shall fade away.
They gonna fade away, the Gentiles.
And they shall be afraid out of their close places.
They gonna be afraid of you. Why? Because you got Yahweh with you and they got a Uzi.
Yahweh liveth.
Yahweh liveth.
And blessed be my rock.
Blessed be my rock.
And exalted be the Elohim of the rock of my salvation.
That's right.
It is Elohim that avengeth me.
It's Elohim that venges me.
And that bringeth down the people under me.
And bring people down under me.
And that bringeth me forth from my enemies.
The Almighty is the only one that can protect you from all your enemies.
Thou also hast lifted me up on high above them that rose up against me.
Yahweh lift you up on high above all the people that hate you.
Thou hast delivered me from the violent man.
Yahweh the one stopped the violent man from messing with you.
Therefore I will give thanks unto thee.
That's why I'm going to praise Yahweh all the way to the graveyard.
O Yahweh, among the heathen.
I'm going to praise Yahweh among the Gentiles.
And I will sing praises unto thy name.
I'm going to sing praise to Yahweh name. I ain't studying nobody in the New Testament.
He is the tower of salvation for his king.
That's right.
And showeth mercy to his anointed.
Yahweh showed mercy to his anointed.
Unto David.
Under David, because he was anointed.
And to his seed forevermore.
And to his seed forevermore. That's right. He going to show mercy. That was let's see. Okay, 1 Samuel 26. I just want that the 21 verse. This Saul and King David right here. 26 and 21.
1 Samuel chapter 26, verse 21. Then said Saul, I have sinned.
Saul said, I've sinned.
Return, my son David.
Come back to me, David.
For I will no more do thee harm.
I'm not going to more do you harm.
Because my soul was precious in thy eyes because my soul was precious in thy eyes this day.
This day.
Behold, I have played the fool.
I have been a fool. That was Saul said.
And have erred exceedingly.
And he made big mistakes because King David loved Saul, but Saul was jealous of King David and he wanted to kill him. But the Almighty wouldn't let Saul kill him. He made Saul kill himself. Okay, let me get the let's go to 2 Chronicles. Touch not my anointed, do my prophet no harm. Oh, bro. 1 Chronicles. Let's see what I want. 16. Okay. Let's start at the 13th verse.
1 Chronicles chapter 16, verse 13. O ye seed of Israel, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen ones.
We are the chosen ones.
He is Yahweh Elohim.
Yahweh is our God.
His judgments are in all the earth.
All the earth.
Be ye mindful of covenant.
Be ye mindful of Yahweh's covenant all the time.
The word which he commanded to 1,000 generations.
To 1,000 generations. We part of the 1,000 generations.
Even of the covenant which he made with Abraham.
He didn't make no covenant with JC.
And of his oath unto Isaac.
He didn't make no oath with Paul.
And have confirmed the same to Jacob for a law.
For a law.
To Israel for an everlasting covenant.
To Israel for an everlasting covenant. Read.
Saying, unto thee will I give the land of Canaan.
He gonna give us the land of Canaan.
The lot of your inheritance.
The lot of your inheritance.
When ye were but few.
When we were just a few.
Even a few, and strangers in it.
And strangers was there with us.
And when they went from nation to nation.
When the Israelites went from nation to nation.
And from one kingdom to another people.
And we went from one kingdom to another people.
He suffered no man to do them wrong.
He suffered no man to do the righteous Israelites to keep the commandments no wrong. He suffered no man not to do them wrong. Why? Because they obeyed his commandments and laws and statutes.
Yea, he reproved kings for their sakes.
He reproved kings for themselves. For their sakes, I mean. Saying.
Touch not my anointed.
Touch not my anointed.
And do my prophets no harm.
And you better not do my prophet no harm unless you want your head knocked off.
Sing unto Yahweh.
We sing to Yahweh.
All the earth.
All the earth supposed to be singing to him, but all the earth singing to JC.
Show forth from day to day his salvation.
We show forth his salvation from day to day.
Declare his glory among the heathen.
Declare his glory among the Gentiles. I talk about Yahweh all the time around him.
His marvelous works among nations.
Among all nations, because he the only one can control that weather.
For great is Yahweh.
Yahweh is great.
And greatly to be praised.
And greatly to be praised. Ain't nobody else did nothing.
He also is to be feared above all gods.
Yahweh, which is my God, and y'all God is to be feared above all gods. So I don't know what kind of God you serve, but you better fear him over all Yahweh over all the God. Now read that verse again, because they need to sink in their head right there.
For great is Yahweh, and greatly to be praised. He also is to be feared above all gods.
All gods. Read.
For all the gods of the people are idols.
All the people of the earth, God is idol, meaning it don't exist. It's fake, it's phony, it's wrong. It ain't no good. It don't exist. It's an idol. But read, watch what it say.
but Yahweh made the heavens.
That's right, but our God, which is Yahweh, one made them heavens out there. Now read that 25 and 26 again, because I want this to sink in their head, let them know they God ain't worth two dead flies. Read.
For great is Yahweh, and greatly to be praised. He also is to be feared above all gods. For all the gods of the people are idols, but Yahweh made the heavens. Glory and honor are in his presence. Strength and gladness are in his place. Give unto Yahweh, ye kindreds of the people. Give unto Yahweh glory and strength. Give unto Yahweh the glory due unto his name.
Do unto his name.
Bring an offering and come before him. Worship Yahweh in the beauty of holiness.
Worship Yahweh. Let's say worship nobody else.
Fear before him all the earth. The world also shall be stable, that it be not moved. Let the heavens be glad, and let the earth rejoice, and let men say among the nations, Yahweh reigneth.
Let them say Yahweh run the show. That's right. Now go to Psalm 105, same thing. Psalm 105. Let's see. Go read the same thing. Read the same first verse.
Psalm chapter 105, verse 1. Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh, call upon his name.
Give thanks to Yahweh, call upon his name.
Make known his deeds among the people.
Make known Yahweh deeds among the people.
Sing unto him.
Sing to Yahweh.
Sing songs unto him.
That's right.
Talk ye of all his wondrous works.
Talk about how Yahweh put them fires down, how them hurricane, mudslide, tornado, droughts, earthquakes, and talk about how he do it.
Glory ye in his holy name. Let the heart of them rejoice that seek Yahweh.
We having a ball because we seeking Yahweh.
Seek Yahweh and his strength.
That's right. You get strength from Yahweh.
Seek his face evermore.
Seek Yahweh's face evermore. I didn't tell you to seek nobody else's face.
Remember his marvelous works that he have done.
Remember what he did with that weather.
His wonders and the judgments of his mouth. O ye seed of Abraham his servant.
We are the seed of Abraham.
Ye children of Jacob his chosen.
We are the children of Jacob, which he chose us, and not nobody else.
He is Yahweh Elohim.
He is our God.
His judgments are in all the earth.
His judgment in all the earth.
He hath remembered his covenant forever, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations, which covenant he made with Abraham,
Made a covenant with Abraham,
and his oath unto Isaac, and confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant, saying, Unto thee will I give the land of Canaan, the lot of your inheritance. When they were but a few men in number, yea, very few, and strangers in it, when they went from one nation to another, from one kingdom to another people, he suffered no man to do them wrong.
he didn't let nobody do the Israelites wrong, the righteous.
Yea, he reproved kings for their sakes, saying, Touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm.
That's all I needed. Do my prophet no harm. Now go to Proverbs. Yeah, Proverbs 8 and 17.
Proverbs chapter 8, verse 17. Them that love me,
Yahweh said, I love them that love me.
and those that seek me early shall find me.
And if you're looking for me early, you going to find me. I found them years and years ago because I was seeking. Read it again.
I love them that love me,
That's how I know Yahweh love me, because I love him.
and those that seek me early shall find me.
And those that seek me early shall find me. You seek everything but Yah. You seek dope, alcohol, cigarettes, churches, and jobs, and women, and money, and you seek everything else, but you ain't seeking Yah. That's when He ain't studying you. Yahweh said, I love them that love me. And those that seek me early shall find me. And when you find him, boy, He gonna bless you. Now let's go to 2 Kings. Second Kings, let's see. 2 Kings chapter 2. Start the first verse. Yes.
2 Kings chapter 2 verse 1. And it came to pass when Yahweh would take up Elijah into heaven by a whirlwind, that Elijah went with Elisha from Gilgal. And Elijah said unto Elisha, tarry here, I pray thee, for Yahweh hath sent me to Bethel. And Elisha said unto him, As Yahweh liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. So they went down to Bethel. And the sons of the prophets that were at Bethel came forth to Elisha and said unto him, Knowest thou that Yahweh will take away thy master from thy head today?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Yea, I know it. Hold ye your peace. And Elijah said unto him, Elisha, tarry here, I pray thee, for Yahweh hath sent me to Jericho. He said, As Yahweh liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. So they came to Jericho, and the sons of the prophets that were at Jericho came to Elisha and said unto him, Knowest thou that Yahweh will take away thy master from thy head today? And he answered, Yea, I know it. Hold ye your peace. And Elijah said unto him, Tarry, I pray thee here, for have sent me to Jordan. And he said, As Yahweh liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. I will not leave thee. And they two went on. And 50 men of the sons of the prophets went and stood to view afar off. And they two stood Jordan. And Elijah took his mantle and wrapped it together and smote the waters, and they were divided hither and thither, so that they two went over on dry ground. And it came to pass when they were gone over, that Elijah said unto Elisha, Ask what I shall do for thee before I be taken away from thee. He said, I pray thee, let a double portion of thy spirit be upon me.
Let a double portion of the Spirit be upon thee.
And he said, Thou hast asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if thou see me when I am taken from thee, it shall be so unto thee. But if not, it shall not be so. And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that, behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and departed them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven.
Elijah went up and where heaven read.
And Elisha saw it and he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel and the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more, and he took hold of his own clothes and rent them in two pieces. He took up also the mantle of Elijah that fell from him, and went back and stood by the bank of Jordan. And he took the mantle of Elijah that fell from him, and smote the waters, and said, Where is Yahweh Elohim of Elijah? And when he also had smitten the waters, there parted thither and hither, there parted hither and thither. And Elisha went over. And when the sons of the prophets which were to view at Jericho saw him, they said, The spirit of Elijah do rest on Elisha. And they came to meet him, and bowed themselves to the ground before him. And they said unto him, Behold, now there be with thy servants 50 strong men. Let them go, we pray thee, and seek thy matter, lest peradventure the spirit of Yahweh have taken him up, and cast him upon some mountain or into some valley.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Ye shall not sin. And when they urged him till he was ashamed, he said, Sin. Therefore they sent therefore 50 men, and they sought 3 days, but found him not. And when they came again to him, for he tarried at Jericho, he said to them, Did I not say unto you, Go not? And the men of the city said unto Elisha, Behold, I pray thee, the situation of this city is pleasant, as my master seeth, but the water is not, and the ground barren. And he said, Bring me a new cruse, and put salt therein. And they brought it to him. And he went forth unto the spring of waters, and cast the salt in there, and said, Thus saith Yahweh, I have healed these waters. There shall not be from thence any more death or barren land. So the waters were healed unto this day, according to the saying of Elisha, which he spake. And he went up from thence unto Bethel, and as he was going up by the way, there came forth little children out of the city, and mocked him, and said unto him, Go up, thou bald head, go up, thou bald head.
Marked him, but he was bald headed.
And he turned back and looked on them, and cursed them in the name of Yahweh.
First to be in the name of Yah.
And there came forth 2 she bears out of the wood, and tear 42 children of them.
Now,
And
why did this happen? Because they called him bald headed. Oh man, it made 2 sheep wolves come out. 2 sheep bears come out the woods and eat them up. Read.
And he went from thence to Mount Carmel, and from thence he returned to Samaria.
That's right. Okay, let's go to what was that? That was 2 Kings.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me see. Isaiah. Let's see. Isaiah. Oh yeah, Isaiah 20:1. Isaiah 21.
Isaiah chapter 20, verse 1. And the year that Tartan came unto Ashdod, when Sargon the king of Assyria sent him, and fought against Ashdod, and took it, at the same time spake Yahweh by Isaiah the son of Amos, saying, Go and loose the sackcloth from off thy loins, and put off thy shoe from thy foot.
Ain't supposed to get naked.
And he did so, walking naked and barefoot.
Now he walking naked and barefoot, Isaiah.
And Yahweh said, Like as my servant Isaiah hath walked naked and barefoot 3 years for a sign and wonder upon Egypt and upon Ethiopia,
He walked for 3 years for a sign upon Egypt.
so shall the king of Assyria lead away the Egyptians prisoners, and the Ethiopians captives, young and old, naked and barefoot, even with their buttocks uncovered, to the shame of Egypt. They shall be afraid and ashamed of Ethiopia their expectation, and of Egypt their glory.
That's all I wanted. I wanted to know that they let that Isaiah walk naked for 3 years for the sign. Let's go to Jeremiah. Talk about Jeremiah right quick. Jeremiah 1. Let me see. Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 4. Jeremiah 1
Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 4. Then the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Yahweh told Jeremiah, before I formed thee in the womb, I knew you.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
He sanctified him before he even came out the womb.
And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
I made you a prophet before you even came out your mama womb.
Then said I, Yahweh Elohim, behold, I cannot speak,
Jeremiah told Yahweh, I can't speak.
for I am a child.
I'm just a baby.
But Yahweh said unto me,
Yahweh told Jeremiah,
Say not, I am a child,
Don't tell me you no baby.
for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee,
Go everywhere I tell you to go, Jeremiah.
and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak.
Whatever I tell you to say, you say it.
Be not afraid of their faces,
Do not be afraid of nobody's faces. I don't care how they looking retarded and goofy and crazy. Don't be afraid of their faces.
for I am with thee to deliver thee,
I'm with Jeremiah. I wasn't with JC. I wasn't with John. I wasn't with them guys. I'm with Jeremiah. Read.
saith Yahweh.
Yahweh talking.
Then Yahweh put forth his hand and touched it and touched my mouth.
Yahweh touched Jeremiah's mouth.
And Yahweh said unto me, Behold, I have put my words in thy mouth.
I have put my words in Jeremiah's mouth. I didn't put my words in T.D. Jakes and Creflo Dollar and all them preachers' mouth. I didn't tell them what to do. I didn't do that with them.
See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out
To root out,
and to pull down
to pull down,
and to destroy
and to destroy,
and to throw down,
and to throw down.
to build
Then you can build.
and to plant.
And then you can plan out you do all that.
Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Jeremiah, what seest thou? And I said,
That's all I needed. Yeah, just want you to know he was with Jeremiah. And ordained him a prophet from the womb as a baby. Let's see. Okay, go to Jeremiah 28. That's what I'm talking about, this line, prophet. Go to 5. Jeremiah 28 and 5.
Jeremiah chapter verse 5. Then the prophet Jeremiah said unto the prophet Hananiah in the presence of the priest,
Now the Hananiah was the fake prophet, Jeremiah the real prophet. Watch what happened.
and in the presence of all the people that stood in the house of Yahweh.
Now they stand in front of him. Watch this.
Even the prophet Jeremiah said,
This is what Jeremiah said.
Amen. Yahweh do so. Yahweh perform thy words which thou hast prophesied, to bring again the vessels of Yahweh's house and all that is carried away captive from Babylon into this place. Nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thine ears and in the ears of all the people. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. The prophet which prophesies of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that Yahweh have truly sent him. Then Hananiah the prophet took the yoke from off the prophet Jeremiah's neck, break it.
See, he broke the yoke from off his neck and break it.
And Hananiah spake in the presence of all the people, saying, Thus saith Yahweh, even so will I break the yoke of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, from the neck of all nations within the space of 2 full years.
Now this is reverse psychology. This man lying. Read.
And the prophet Jeremiah went his way.
Jeremiah went on his way.
Then the word of Yahweh came unto Jeremiah the prophet, after that Hananiah the prophet had broken the yoke from off the neck of the prophet Jeremiah, saying, Go and tell Hananiah, saying,
Now this is what Yahweh told Jeremiah. Go tell Hananiah, saying,
Thus saith Yahweh, Thou hast broken the yokes of wood,
you just broke the yoke of wood,
but thou shalt make for them yokes of iron.
but you're going to make for them yokes of iron.
For thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the Elohim of Israel, I have put a yoke of iron upon the neck of all these nations,
Of all these nations, I put a yoke on the land of all these nations,
that they may serve Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon,
that they going to serve Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon,
and they shall serve him.
and they should serve him.
And I have given him the beasts of the field also.
And right, I done did all this.
Then said the prophet Jeremiah to Hananiah the prophet, Hear now, Hananiah, Yahweh have not sent thee,
Yahweh ain't sent no Hananiah. He ain't sent no T.D. Jakes and Club Road Dollar. He ain't sent none of them people.
But thou makest this people to trust in a lie.
You got somebody believing in you is that you lying. These people, these preachers today got these people believing in a lie.
Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, Behold, I will cast thee from off the face of the earth. This year thou shalt die,
This year you gonna surely die.
because thou hast taught rebellion against Yahweh.
You have taught rebellions against Yahweh. You saying it's gonna be this way, but you told the people it's gonna be this way.
So Hananiah the prophet died the same year in the 7th month.
That's right. Jeremiah, he died. That's right. He cursed his own self. Now go to Ezekiel. Let's see, Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 2. Start the first verse.
Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 1. And he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee. And the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me, and set me upon my feet, that I heard him that spake unto me. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this day.
Right now today, what verse you at?
4.
Yeah.
For they are impudent children, stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith Yahweh Elohim. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house.
Well, they were here, were they not? What verse you at?
5.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, read.
Yet shall know that there hath been a prophet among them, and thou, son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be...
Okay, I'm in the wrong one. That's when, okay. I'm in 3. Okay, you at 2. Okay, read. I was at the wrong one. Read.
And thou, son of man, be not afraid of them.
Don't be afraid of these people.
Neither be afraid of their words.
Don't be stubborn.
Though briars and thorns be with thee, and thou doest dwell among scorpions, be not afraid of their words.
Don't be scared of nothing they talking about.
Nor be dismayed at their looks.
Don't be scared of how they look.
Though they be a rebellious house.
They ain't gonna listen to you.
And thou shalt speak my words unto them.
I'm gonna speak Yahweh words to them, but they gonna hate you though.
Whether they will hear or whether they will forbear.
That's my job. Whether y'all hear or forbear, I'm still gonna tell you. My job is to tell you, cause ain't gonna be no excuses on Judgment Day. I didn't know. He didn't know what he was talking about. I thought he was lying. The Almighty don't want to hear none of that. Read that verse again.
And thou shalt speak my words unto them.
I'm gonna speak Yahweh words to everybody on the internet.
Whether they will hear.
Whether you watch me or not.
Or whether they will forbear.
That's right.
For they are
That's
most...
all I needed right there. Okay, let's go to Daniel. Daniel, chapter 6. Start the first verse.
Daniel chapter 6, verse 1. It pleased Darius to set over the kingdom 120 princes, which should be over the whole kingdom, and over these 3 presidents, of whom Daniel was first, that the princes might give accounts unto them, and the king should have no damage. Then this Daniel was preferred above the presidents and princes, because an excellent spirit was in him, and the king thought to set him over the whole realm. Then the presidents and princes sought to find occasion against Daniel concerning the kingdom, but they could find none occasion nor fault.
You couldn't find no fault in David Daniel, because he 100. He perfect.
For as much as he was faithful, neither was there any error or fault found in him.
Wasn't no fault in Daniel.
Then said these men, we shall not find any occasion against this Daniel.
Now they plotting against Daniel. He a righteous brother, but they still plotting against him.
Except we find it against him concerning the law of his Elohim.
Only way we can get him is through his God.
Then these presidents and princes assembled together to the king
Then all the wicked, rotten, dirty people got together against the king. Against Daniel.
and said thus unto him, King Darius, live forever.
Butt him up. Tell him what he want to hear. Live forever.
All the presidents of the kingdom, the governors, and the princes, the counselors, and the captains have consulted together to establish a royal statute and to make a firm decree that whosoever shall ask a petition of any Elohim or man for 30 days, save of thee, O king, he shall be cast into the den of lions.
That's what they told the king.
Now, O king, establish the decree and sign the writing that it be not changed according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which alter it not. Wherefore King Darius signed the writing and the decree.
Now he signed, but he didn't know this was against Daniel though.
Now when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went to his house,
He went home to the crib.
and his windows being open in his chamber toward Jerusalem, he knelt upon his knees 3 times a day
3 times a day
and prayed
and prayed
and gave thanks before his Elohim,
before his God. He wasn't studying nobody else's God.
as he did aforetime. Then these men assembled and found Daniel praying and making supplication before Elohim.
For his God. They saw him praying for his God, which he ain't supposed to be doing.
Then they came near and spake before the king concerning the king's decree. Hast thou not signed a decree that every man that shall ask a petition to any Elohim or man within 30 days, save of thee, O king, shall be cast into the den of lions? The king answered and said, The thing is true,
I did say that.
according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which alter it not. Then answered they and said before the king that Daniel, which is of the children of the captivity of Judah,
The Hebrew. He was a Hebrew. Captive of Judah. He was from the tribe of Judah, but he was a Hebrew.
regarded not thee,
He ain't studying you.
O king, nor the decree that thou hast signed,
He ain't studying nothing you talking about.
but maketh his petition 3 times a day.
But he prayed to his God 3 times a day, which he ain't supposed to did.
Then the king, when he heard these words,
When they told the words to the king, Darius,
was sore displeased with himself, and set his heart on Daniel to deliver him. And he labored till the going down of the sun to deliver him.
he trying to figure out how he can save Daniel, because he know Daniel 1,000.
Then these men assembled unto the king, and said unto the king, Know, O king, that the law of the Medes and Persians is, that no decree nor statute which the king established may be changed.
You can't change it because you signed it.
Then the king commanded, and they brought Daniel, and cast him into the den of lions.
Then he ain't have no other choice but to throw him in the lion's den.
Now the king spake and said unto Daniel,
Now Darius spake and said to Daniel,
Now Elohim, whom thou servest continually, he will deliver thee.
he knew that Daniel God was going to save him. Darius God couldn't do it. He said, your God going to save you, Daniel.
And a stone was brought and laid upon the mouth of the den.
So Daniel couldn't get out of the lions.
And the king sealed it within his own signet and with the signet of his lords, that the purpose might not be changed concerning Daniel.
Don't do it because of Daniel. He ain't, who is he?
Then the king went to his palace and passed the night fasting. Neither were instruments of music brought before him, and his sleep went from him.
He couldn't sleep that night. He was so anxious to see what happened to Daniel, he couldn't sleep.
Then the king arose very early in the morning,
Tossing and turning all night, but he rose early in the morning.
and went in haste unto the den of lions.
He went down to, he ain't brush his teeth or wash his tail or nothing. He'd get up early and went to see what was going on with Daniel. He wasn't studying nothing else.
And when he came to the den, he cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel. And the king spake and said to Daniel, O Daniel, servant of the living Elohim,
servant of Yahweh,
is thy Elohim, whom thou servest continually,
the God you serve continually, all the way to the graveyard. That's right, we're supposed to serve him continually.
able to deliver thee from the lions?
Yahweh was the one that delivered Daniel from the lions. But watch this, y'all.
Then said Daniel unto the king, O king, live forever. My Elohim have sent his angel
My God has sent his angel, read,
and have shut the lion's mouth,
and have shut the lion's mouth,
that they have no hurt,
that they didn't hurt me. Touch not my anointing and do my prophets no harm. They didn't hurt Daniel.
that they have not hurt me.
They ain't hurt me.
For as much as before him innocency was found in me, and also before thee, O king, have I done no hurt.
I have did no hurt. I ain't did nothing wrong.
Then was the king exceedingly glad for him.
Then the ops was glad for him. This man was Darius, and he know that Daniel was 100 in the eyes of Yah, and so he was glad that Daniel God saved him. Now watch this. Watch what he do though.
And commanded that they should take Daniel up out of the den.
He told his men, wild goons, to go get Daniel at the lion's den.
So Daniel was taken up out of the den.
So he took him up out. He had his men to take him up out the lion's den.
And no manner of hurt was found upon him.
And no manner of hurt was found upon Daniel, because he was a prophet from Yah.
Because he believed in his Elohim.
Because he believed in Yahweh.
And the king commanded.
This what the king commanded though.
And they brought those men which had accused Daniel.
The people that bear false witness against Daniel, to set up a thing against him, the guy put in the lion's den. He wanted the king wanted to see all the men that framed to try to frame Daniel.
And they cast them into the den of lions.
All the men that had something to do with Daniel going in the lion's den, Darius threw them all in the lion's den. Watch this.
Them, their children.
Their children, them and their children. The children had nothing to do with it, but they still went in there.
And their wives.
Their wives didn't have nothing to do with it, but they still went in there.
And the lions had the mastery of them, and break all their bones in pieces, or ever they came at the bottom of the pit.
Soon as they hit the bottom of the pit, them lions ate all the kids, the wives, and the men that had something to do with Daniel going in there. Killed them all.
Then King Darius wrote unto all people.
Then watch what Darius finna popcorn, y'all. This a king. King Darius wrote unto all people, nations, and language that dwell in all the earth. Peace be multiplied unto thee. Read.
Nations and languages that dwell in all the earth, peace be multiplied unto you. I make a decree.
I make a decree.
That in every dominion of my kingdom men tremble and fear before the Elohim of Daniel.
Before the God of Daniel, which is Yahweh.
For he is the living Elohim.
For he is the living Elohim. The Almighty gonna show him one day that he is the one.
And steadfast forever.
And steadfast forever.
And his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed.
That's right.
And his dominion shall be even unto the end. He delivereth and rescueth, and he worketh signs and wonders in heaven and in earth, who have delivered Daniel from the power of the lions.
Yahweh is the only one that delivered Daniel from the power of the lions.
So this Daniel prospered in the reign of Darius and in the reign of Cyrus the Persian.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Touch not my anointing and do my prophets no harm. Now, set this this phone up so I can look at these comments. Now, let me hold this phone. Let me see. Let me see. Can I?
Should be able to stand up like this. Let me see.
It was stand up? Oh, okay. Shabbat Shalom. Kev. Write Kev name down. Kev, Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom, brothers and sisters. Can y'all hear me? Is I'm still on here, y'all? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just want to know. Well, I'm ready for comment and question, y'all. Anybody got any comment or question? And I'm here to tell all the rich folks that got all that money, you better pick one of these Hebrew brothers and Hebrew sisters and start breaking bread with them. if you want to be blessed. Now go back to Genesis 12 and 1 through 3. Let me show them. These people with all this money, black and white. And if you want to be blessed,
Genesis chapter 12, verse 1. Now Yahweh said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee.
Yahweh told Abraham, I'm going to bless them to bless thee. Now, all you rich people, black and white, if you want to be blessed, you got to bless his people. Because we are descendants from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Read.
And curse him that curseth thee.
And everybody that you curse, that's an Israelite, you're going to get your head knocked off.
And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed.
And through Abraham, all the families of the earth are going to be blessed. Only through Abraham. So, call off them names. But I want these to try to pick one of them names and start breaking bread with them. Hold up. I want you to write this name down. Okay, you got Jewel Gladney on there? You got Jewel Gladney? You got Jewel Gladney, got Benya. Okay, Enoch, Yehuda. Okay, the verse you read had nothing to do with Moses still getting it up. Okay, what it had something to do with it, brother? Show it. Show. Okay. Okay, that's part. Yeah, you got physical strength, but when you're 120 years old, that is physical strength. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he had his strength. Everything was still working on him. Okay, who else? Let me see. Who else? Yeah. Man,
It's on this thing. Probably need to put on the table.
Okay. All right. Okay, you got Miss Raw Love on there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, read all them names out. That these people got all this money. They want to be blessed. Call them names out.
Yah's son.
Got to bless y'all, son.
Enoch ben Yehuda.
Got to bless him.
Ron Torah.
F.
Flores.
Flores.
Miss Rob One Love. Royal Judah. Ben Yah. Jules Gladys. Uriah Lee.
Mark Anthony too, ain't he on there? Okay, put him on there. Anybody else got any more comment or question? Let me see that list. Yeah. Okay. Go to Proverbs 28 and 27. Proverbs 28 and 27 and read that.
Proverbs chapter 28, verse 27. He that giveth unto the poor shall not lack, but he that hideth his eyes shall have many a curse.
You're going to be cursed if you don't give it up. Now read that first verse again. Read what you just read.
He that giveth unto the poor shall not lack.
Anybody that's got it and give to the poor, you're going to be all right. You ain't going to lack. You ain't going to go broke.
But he that hideth his eyes shall have many a curse.
But if you hide your eyes and act like you ain't supposed to get nobody none, you're going to be cursed. That's what the book said. Yep. Yep. So that's only talking about the people that's got all this money. They want to be blessed and don't want to break no bread, see? Because ain't no U-Haul going to follow nobody to no cemetery. Anybody else have any comment or question? Well, this arrow thing move out the way. This here, what? That little white. Do that supposed to be right there? No. Okay.
Oh, when that arrow pops, that means you have to go all the way down for it to, yeah, for it to go away.
Okay, these the, let me see.
Arrow just means down, go down, so you can see the
Okay, let me
last
see. Let
message.
me start from. Yeah. Okay, I'm just reading these comments. What it say? Book of Jeopardy. Yes, happened. The book of Jeopardy. Okay. Okay. Okay, go read Mark Ecclesiastes 9:16. Mark Anthony says Ecclesiastes 9:16. Let me see.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 16. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard.
That's right. That's right. The poor man words ain't heard. I'm poor and they ain't studying me. Now, if I had money like Oprah and Donald Trump and them, they be paying me more attention. They ain't gonna pay no. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, but long as you poor and broke, ain't nobody gonna listen to you. But when the Almighty start knocking heads off and cutting up, then they want to talk to a poor man. Then when they hit home, then everybody ready to talk. But long as everybody got plenty of money and finger popping and having a ball and getting it on, like Marvin Gaye say, let's get it on. When they getting it on, they ain't studying. But when the Almighty get to knocking their head off, then they ready to talk. Then they ready to pay you some attention. Until then, they gonna keep on finger popping. Yeah, the poor man ain't got nothing, boy. They ain't studying him. Let me see. But this what they don't know. Let me see. Since we know yard change is not Malachi, we will Moray, please break down Ezekiel. You know what I mean? When he occasionally do this proverb anymore. Go to 18. Go to Ezekiel 18 and 1. 1 through, let me see what he's talking about. Ezekiel 18 and 1. Okay, I got Jeremiah. Okay, read that. Start 18 and 1 by 2.
Verse 1. The word of Yahweh came unto me again, saying, what mean ye that ye use this proverb concerning the land of Israel, saying, the fathers have eaten sour grapes, and the children's teeth are set on edge? As I live, saith Yahweh Elohim, ye shall not have occasion any more to use this proverb in Israel. Behold, all souls are mine. As the soul of the Father, so also the soul of the Son is mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. But if a man be just and do that which is lawful and right, and have not.
Let me ask him what he's saying. What you trying to? No, we are all servants of Yah. Yeah, but you got righteous servants and you got wicked servants. Everybody is not wicked and everybody is not righteous. We got, yeah, I know that. We got all. He now. Well, let's get back to the what you. What Elisha being trying to say, brother? What are you trying to say about that? But, look up occasion right quick. Let me see. Okay, OC. Yeah.
O-
Okay. Yeah, occasion.
occasion, a suitable time, good chance, opportunity, a cause or reason, a particular time, a special time or happening.
Yeah, occasion means certain times you use it. Not all the time, but certain times you can use it. Look up proverb.
Proverb, an old and familiar saying that tells something wise.
That's what a proverb is, to tell something wise. That's a proverb the people that came up with, not what the Most High said. He didn't change anything. He reinforced. Okay. Okay, go to Deuteronomy 24 and 16, I think is what is it.
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 16. The father shall not be put to death for the children, neither shall the children be put to death for the fathers. Every man shall be put to death for his own sin.
Right. Okay. I'm asking what does it mean when it says proverb anymore is read. Let's see. He said occasionally use it, meaning sometimes he will and sometimes he won't. That ain't talking about he ain't gonna never use it occasionally. That means sometime when you occasionally do something, you don't do it all the time. That's what it's talking about. He ain't occasionally gonna do it. Let me see. Let's see what does. And when he say he don't change, not he only talking about this laws, the commandments, and statutes, and the precept and judgment. Yeah, that's what he talking about when he say he don't change. Not he only talking about his word don't change. When Yahweh say he don't change, now he only talking about the laws, the commandments, the statutes, and judgment. That's what don't change. This word don't change. Nothing else. Do anybody got any comment or question about the lesson about touch not my anointing and do my prophets no harm? What's his name? Is this still? Oh, y'all son, you still on here? Did you need oil? What do you mean by oil? Yeah, they use oil and not water. because they was false prophets. He allowed false prophet to get killed. He ain't gonna allow no righteous prophet to get killed. When you false, you gonna get your head knocked off. They're just simple. When you're a false prophet, you supposed to get your head knocked off. Thanks a lot, Miss Rod One Love. Yeah. He said he mad at the wicked every day. Let me see where he said that. Let me see. The Almighty talking about anybody that obey his commandments, laws, and statutes. That's what he talking about. The king received it. Okay, Mark Anderson said go to 2 Kings 9 and 7. Was anybody anointed in the New Testament? Talk about that. Since you trying to be smart. Who was anointed in the New Testament?
2 Kings chapter 9 verse 7. And thou shalt smite the house of Ahab thy master, that I may avenge the blood of my servants the prophets, and the blood of all the servants of Yahweh at the hand of Jezebel.
At the hand of Jezebel. Right. There you go, Mark. That's right. Who was anointed in the New Testament? Name me one person that was anointed in the New Testament. Not false, right. Yeah, false prophet gonna get their head knocked off, brother. That go without saying. You got common sense. You ain't gotta have common sense to know that. Okay, okay, Ben y'all say go to Psalms 7 and 11. Psalm 7 and 11.
Psalms chapter 7 verse 11. Elohim judge the righteous, and Elohim is angry with the wicked every day.
That's right. He angry with the wicked every day. He just tolerates you and put up with you. But he mad at you don't get it twisted. He mad at you every day. Just know that part. He mad at you every day. Just because you live to get 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, he's still mad at you. But he gonna knock your head off on his time. Not our time, on his time. Yep, that's right. Name me somebody in the New Testament that the Almighty came to their rescue. He helped them out. He looked out for them. He stopped somebody from doing something to him. Name somebody that the Almighty protected, or made sure that nothing happened to him, or came to their rescue, or killed somebody for him. Who did Yahweh protect in the New Testament? Did he protect anybody? Did he look out for anybody? Name me one person that the Almighty looked out for. Okay, got you. Well, you got some sense, I see. That's what I'm talking about. And do anybody know the reason why? Do anybody know the reason why the Most High didn't take, save, or do nothing for nobody in the New Testament? Do anybody know the reason why? I know the reason. I'm trying to see if anybody else got to know the reason why the Most High didn't save or help or protect nobody in the New Testament. I wouldn't think so. No, because King Cyrus was not anointed with oil, but he said he was his anointed one. So I ain't gonna say oil all the time. You need oil. Right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you absolutely right because he never spoke over there. He never knew them. He never knew nobody in the New Testament. He never spoke over there. You hit the nail on the head. Tonio Ben Yasharel. Yep. Right. Right. But the brother was right. He said he never sent for him. He never sent him, and he never talked to him. He never had a conversation or relationship with nobody. Never. He don't speak over there. He never had a relationship or never dealt with nobody. He ain't come. He came to Moses' rescue. He came to Abraham rescue. He came to Isaac and Jacob. He came to Daniel. That's right. He came to all their rescue. Better not bibble bop. Get your head knocked off. That's right. He never spoke in the New Testament. That's right. So that book is irrelevant. But if you want to be saved according to the New Testament, go to Matthew 19. This for everybody that believe in the New Testament. Everybody that love the New Testament. That's right. I'm talking to all the Christians and all the people that love the New Testament. This the only way you can be saved. Go to Matthew 19, start the 16th verse. Now, since the ones that believe, love, like, got to have the New Testament. Now, y'all listen to what y'all Messiah, y'all God, or what y'all Savior say.
Matthew chapter 16, Matthew chapter 19, verse 16. And behold, one came and said unto him,
One came and said to him, now he going to JC.
Good master,
He called JC good master.
what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life?
What one good thing that I must do to have eternal life? Now let's see what JC say. Now it's one thing that I have to do to go to heaven, to be right.
And he said unto him, why callest thou me good?
Now the first thing JC said out of his mouth, why you calling me good?
There is none good but one, that is God.
Ain't nobody good but God. That's what he said now. He told the man this, read.
But if thou wilt enter into life,
But if you want to have everlasting life, if you want to go to heaven, if you want to be the one,
keep the commandments.
keep the commandments. He never told you to go to church. He never told you to be baptized. He never told you to wear a cross. He never told you to worship him or believe in him. He said, keep the Father commandments. And what else he say?
He said unto him, which JC said, thou shalt do no murder.
Don't do the murder. He named the six of them.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Honor thy father and thy mother. And thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
That's right. If you love your neighbor yourself, you'll give up some of that money.
The young man said unto him,
Now the young man answered back, and JC told him what to do.
All these things have I kept from my youth up.
I did all the commandments ever since I've been young. That's what the old man said.
What lack I yet?
What lack I yet?
JC said unto him, If thou wilt be perfect,
He said, if you be perfect, dude,
go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor,
give to the poor. Go sell what you got and give to the poor. Now, how many of you rich folks give to the poor? That
and
means you're a hypocrite. If you don't give to the poor, that means you're a hypocrite. You don't believe everything JC say. You're a liar and the truth ain't in. You're a hypocrite. Read.
and thou shalt have treasure in heaven,
After you give the poor some, you going to have treasure in heaven, which the rich people ain't going to never give the poor nothing because they hypocrites and liars.
and come and follow me.
And come and follow JC. Y'all my savior. Y'all Messiah, God's son, like y'all call him, everything. Y'all give him all them names. He wants you to give it away and come follow him. Read.
But when the young man heard that saying,
But when the young man heard what his Messiah, his God said, which is JC,
he went away sorrowful,
he walked away from him because he couldn't give nobody poor nothing.
for he had great possessions.
He had great possession. He was filthy rich. He had plenty of everything, but he walked away once JC told him to go get a post son. He didn't want to hear that.
Then said JC unto his disciples, Verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven.
JC said a rich man is not going to heaven because he didn't get a poor nothing.
And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle,
JC says easier for a camel to go through an eye of a needle than a rich man in the kingdom of heaven.
than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God.
That's right.
When his disciples heard it, they were exceedingly amazed, saying,
Now this is what JC saying. This the God y'all love and serve that y'all believe in. If you believe him, get a post some money. Because if you don't get a post no money, you don't believe what he just said. Now go to Lazarus. I'm finna read about this. Go to Luke 16. Y'all hold all your comments for a minute. I'm finna talk about the rich people now. Luke 16 started 19. This for all the rich folks.
Luke chapter 16, verse 19. There was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen,
This was a rich man that had everything.
and fared sumptuously every day. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus,
It was a beggar named Lazarus. I'm Lazarus, and there go the rich folks.
which was laid at his gate full of sores,
Laying at his gate full of souls. He's sick.
and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table.
And he begged for the crumb to fall from the rich man's table.
Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sores.
The dogs came and licked Lazarus' sores.
And it came to pass that the beggar died
That the beggar died, y'all.
and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom.
He was carried up in the Abraham bosom. Abraham got him, y'all, according to the New Testament.
The rich man also died
Then the rich man died. Watch what happened, y'all. The beggar died first, then the rich man died,
and was buried.
and he was buried.
And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torments.
Now in hell, the rich man went to hell, because JC says it's easy for a camel to go through out of the needle, the rich came to him. So this rich man was in heaven, in hell, burning, tormented with reed.
And seeth Abraham afar off,
And the rich man saw Abraham afar off,
and Lazarus in his bosom.
and he saw Lazarus in his bosom.
And he cried and said, Father Abraham,
Now the rich man cried, Father Abraham,
have mercy on me,
have mercy on me, y'all. I know I was a rotten, no good, low down, dirty dog when I had all that money and wouldn't get Lazarus nothing and wouldn't get nobody else nothing. But now, have mercy on me, Abraham. Why you ain't called up on JC?
And send Lazarus
And seen Lazarus?
that he may dip the tip of his finger in water
Now dip the tingle of the finger in water
and cool my tongue,
and cool my tongue because it burned up a hot.
for I am tormented in this flame.
I'm tormented in the flame. The rich man that had all the money, boy, and now Lazarus having a ball. Read.
But Abraham said,
But Abraham said, because Abraham is the father of many nations, he said, through Abraham, all the earth is going to be blessed. Read.
Son,
Son,
remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things,
remember in your lifetime you had a Maserati, Bentley's, houses, $5 million home, had everything, gold and diamond, had it all.
and likewise Lazarus evil things, but now he is comforted,
Lazarus didn't have a dime. He didn't have an eye water crop with a down payment on under, but now he with me. He in my bosom, the poor man.
and thou art tormented.
And now you tormented rich man with all the money. You selfish and stingy and greedy and they want to give nobody nothing.
And beside all this, between us and you, there is a great gulf fixed, so
What
that
verse you at?
26,
Okay.
so that they which would pass from hence to you cannot, neither can they pass to us that would come from thence. Then he said, I pray thee therefore, Father, that thou wouldest send him to my father's house,
Now the rich man say, go to my father's house.
for I have 5 brethren,
I got 5 brothers, and I need them to tell them what's going to happen to them for not being for being stingy and rotten, and then want to get them off that money. Read.
that he may testify unto them, lest they also come into this place of torment.
Go warn my brothers. Look, man, y'all better get them poor people some money. You better pay some bills. Do right by them old poor people that ain't got none, because you going to be in hell with me burning up, and I don't want y'all to come down here with me. That was the rich man told Abraham. Watch this, though. Read.
Abraham said unto him,
Abraham said unto him,
they have Moses and the prophets,
they got Moses and the prophets.
let them hear them.
Let them listen to him. They got Moses and the prophets. Let them listen to them.
And he said,
And he said, the rich man said,
Nay, Father Abraham,
no, Father Abraham. He said, no, Father Abraham.
but if one went unto them from the dead,
Now, if one of them go tell my people that from the dead, they'll believe that. But they ain't gonna believe Moses when he living right now. You got to be from the dead, come back from the dead, and then go tell the people how it is in hell. That's what he's saying. Read.
they will repent.
Then they'll change. Then they'll start getting the poor people some money. Then they gonna do this. That's what your book say now. This is the New Testament popping it.
And he said unto them, if they hear not Moses and the prophets,
If they ain't listen to Moses and the prophet,
neither will they be persuaded, though one rose from the dead.
then they ain't gonna change. Been rose from the dead. Now, this rich man had everything according to the New Testament. All the Christians is rich supposed to be getting the poor something. But if you don't get a poor man none, you going to hell and you gonna burn up according to JC and according to the New Testament. That's all I gotta say. Now y'all break bread. Break bread. Because if you don't break bread, your book just say you going to hell with gasoline draws on, then you gonna be talking about, I got 5 brothers over there on Cicero and whatever. Go tell them, man, they better get up people some money, they better do this and that. They gonna be down here burning up the hell with me. Now let me see what they talking about. Okay, read 2 Chronicles. Mark Anderson say 2 Chronicles 24, chapter 24, verse 20. So what y'all think about that little story? What y'all think about that little story with Lazarus? in the rich man. Okay, start at 24, 20 through 22.
Second Chronicles chapter 24, verse 20. And the spirit of Elohim came upon Zechariah the son of Jehoiada the priest, which stood above the people, and said unto them, Thus saith Elohim, Why transgress ye the commandments of Yahweh, that ye cannot prosper? Because ye have forsaken Yahweh, he hath also forsaken you. And they conspired against him, and stoned him with stones at the commandment of the king in the court of the house of Yahweh.
That's right.
Thus Joash the king remembered not the kindness which Jehoiada his father had done to him, but slew his son. And when he died, he said, Yahweh look upon it and require it.
That's right. Required it. That's right. You pop a corn, Mark Anthony, on that. Yes, sir. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, you pop the corn, bro. So according to the New Testament, if you're rich, you're going to hell. That's what the book say. I didn't tell it to you. I showed it to you. I ain't saying a lot of people that was rich in the Old Testament. Abraham was rich. King Solomon was rich. David was rich. Yeah, they was rich. And it say nothing about them going to hell. It's okay to be rich in the Old Testament, but in the New Testament, no. Can't be rich. You got to give it away. Got to give it away. So y'all start the mark getting it away if you want to go to heaven, according to JC. Yep. Get all these people some money. Read that list.
Y'all son,
Go get y'all son some money.
Tony Ben,
Tony Ben, go get him some money.
Enoch Ben Yehuda,
Get him some money.
Ron Toa,
Go get him some money.
F. Flores,
Go give her some money.
Miss Rob One Love,
Go get her some money.
Royal Judah,
Go get him some money.
Ben Yah,
Go get him some money.
Jules Gladys,
Go get her some money.
Uriah Leave,
Give him some money.
Keb,
Give him some money.
Mark Anthony,
Go give him some money. And the Holy GM, give him some money. Go get on Poe. Black folks that's keeping the commandments, laws, and statutes and judgments some money. If you want to be blessed. Now, if you don't give them no money or don't want to give them no money, then you'll be cursed. It don't make me no different, and it don't make Yahweh no different. Because if you want to be blessed, you better go inside that bag and get them poor people something. Then you can say, I've been good to them. And you see what he called up on Abraham over in the New Testament. He ain't called up on nobody. He called up Abraham. Abraham, my father, man, give me, dip, and get some water. You dip, mom, I'm burning up over here. Dip the water in my tongue. Shit. Now that's what the book said. That's what it just said. Dip the water in the tongue, pour out, burn out. Well, brother and sister, I had a good time. I'm going to get ready to close out. One of y'all give me a closing out scripture. Let me get a closing out scripture. That's right. That's right. If you want to go to heaven, if the rich people want to go to heaven, they got to give the poor people some money. That's what they books just said. If they want to go to heaven, they got to give poor people some money to go to heaven. Now, if they don't do that, that means they're a hypocrite, and the truth ain't in them. Either you believe that or you're a hypocrite. That's right. Okay, your Rod said, Rod, let's go to Malachi 3 and 6. Now I'm finna read this last scripture, then I'm gonna go and close out, brother and sister. No, Malachi. No, the book ticker. Y'all don't ticker you. That's what it just said.
Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. For I am Yahweh, I change not.
That's right. I'm Yahweh, I change not. That means his laws and commandments, statutes never change. They're still the same.
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
And that's the reason why we ain't destroyed. Consume and destroy. He ain't destroyed. We still here today. That's right. We still here. Okay, Mark Anthony say 15. Psalm 15. Then I'm going to close out, y'all. Psalm 15 and what, Mark? What verse? The whole, how long is it? 15? Is it long?
5 verses.
Okay, he promised about the whole thing. Go and read that.
Psalms chapter 15, verse 1. Yahweh, who shall abide in thy tabernacle? Who shall dwell in thy holy hill? He that walketh uprightly and worketh righteousness and speaketh the truth in his heart. He that backbiteth not with his tongue, nor doeth evil to his neighbor, nor taketh up a reproach against his neighbor.
That's right. You popping corn.
And whose eyes a vile person is contemned, but he honoreth them that fear Yahweh. He that sweareth to his own hurt and changeth not. He that putteth not out his money to usury, nor taketh reward against the innocent.
Yeah, you putting out money for you to mean putting credit on loan a brother $20. You want 30 back and $50. You ain't supposed to do that.
He that doeth these things shall never be moved.
That's right. All right, brothers. So I'm going to go and close out. And I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Shalom, shalom. Now, y'all tell me how the Gentiles did you next week now. Since they saw, I know if someone watching this video, I'm going to see if they're going to get some act right about them. All right, shalom, shalom. Cut that off.